just a shame. Start to wonder. Don't get on you. Don't get on days. Cause you don't get on you. Don't get on days. Don't get on you.
This is Air Tiki 921 crew member Lisa Brightwell. As this is a shoeless flight to a barefoot destination, the crew will move through the aisles to collect all remaining footwear for immediate and permanent disposal. Thank you for your cooperation and for listening.
You have arrived at your destination. Welcome to paradise. This is a Tiki Man, and it is time for the show. Sit back and relax and have some fun with us. Jump in the YouTube chat and be a part of the show. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com. Your happy place, baby. Rise and shine. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. Let's get this day started off right, shall we? Here we go.
Now, friends, let me tell you about this cat that I once met. Smooth talker with an export cigarette. I don't believe I ever saw him without a cocktail in his hand. No one swings us on to the big band voodoo band. Yeah! me like a big old alley cat. With his pinstripe suit and a big bad voodoo hat. I don't believe I ever saw him without a kitten on his hand. And no one swings his on to the big band voodoo band. Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Hidey, Hidey Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rise and shine, everybody. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. The chocolate bar is open for business. I got the beautiful hippie chick right by my side.
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing this morning?
Fantastic, as always.
It's pool day.
It's pool day!
Yay!
Yay!
B-Dog in the house.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, let me tell you right now, I'm glad you are back, okay?
Yeah, we were staring at each other. Well, first of all, we were
Will you
sick.
say something? Will you say something?
He was mean last week.
Man, that was
He
a
was
tough
grouchy.
Show. Tough show. I could have used you, man. I could have used you. Oh, man. But, hey, we got a big show for you. We got the brand new Almanac this week with some Tiki Man Radio history and, of course, the JBL Travel Moment this morning. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Hidey, Hidey Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. Yeah, we all wanna know.
Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here. Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station. Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios in beautiful Harrison Bay to the backyard in Valley Center, Kansas, and to all of our friends up in Canada at the Rockin' Woods Tiki Bar, Verona, Corona. And our producer, Monica, who is always listening, and vacuum cleaner Tom, who's always working. You know, I hadn't done his thing in a while. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm working here. Get the hell out of the way. Yeah, that's how it works. But we actually have a picture of vacuum cleaner Tom here in the chocolate bar with a vacuum cleaner.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Tinkerbell and everybody up in Canada, happy Sunday to you. And, man, I hear it's hot up there as well. So if it's hot in Canada.
It is. It is.
It's going to be blazing hot as hell here. And it is, and it has been.
Oh, and let me say a really quick, because she has to go soon.
What the hell? Who is it?
It's Verona. She is.
Oh,
she
come
went.
on.
Wait
What,
a minute.
Jimmy Parrish
she
in town
went
or
to.
something?
No, she went to her high school reunion.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 of them were there.
Yeah. And so her and Penny are out on the patio listening right now.
Her and Penny were the only 2 there.
No, they had
Penny, it's so good to see you again. You hadn't changed a bit.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
I mean, come on now. Let's see.
Yeah, she went to her high school reunion.
There's a point where, you know, a high school reunion is like, listen, let's just quit doing this, you know, or, you know, they announce the 75th year, right? We're all going to meet down at the kitchen in the lobby of the nursing home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. Well, good morning, Penny, and good morning to Verona Caroni.
Caroni.
Yeah,
Good
she's
morning,
Italian
Verona.
now. Yeah. Verona Corona.
Good morning, darling.
Yeah, good morning to you guys. Happy Sunday to you. The BAR in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Bodyguard and Ambassador Retreat that will soon be in Panama City.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come up with a new name for it. I don't know, but they're getting ready to close on their place down in Panama City. That's going to be fantastic.
Cool.
Just in time for hurricane season.
That's right.
That way you won't miss any hurricane parties.
That's right.
But hopefully we'll have a quiet season this year. That's what we always hope for. So good morning to the ambassador of all great things and the bodyguard, Tim. The man who saved my life in Mexico and several other countries. Happy Sunday to you. Beers and Bones Patio in Harrison Bay, Tennessee. The man with the big watermelon.
Yeah, he's coming today.
Yeah, the man with the golden cornbread.
Yeah.
Golden himself is...
Gonna have a pool party.
I come in last night.
The party before the party?
Yeah, the party before the party.
I got up yesterday
Where's
morning.
Dan at? Dan needs to chime in.
I got up yesterday morning, put my work shoes on, my work clothes on, and went to the coffee pot and straight out to the tiki bar.
He really did.
And
I
then-
can attest to that.
And then last night, the drill, the hard part about having a really good drill, you know, the Mac Daddy, the XKG 9000 model drill, cordless drill, is the damn thing just goes on forever. You know? Finally, about 12, 13 hours into it, it gave out. I was like, damn, I didn't think you'd ever quit.
Rachel said they're listening from North Carolina, so good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you. And of course, the Golden Girl with the good smelling hair.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so it's pool day, so you guys, the Tiki Bar will be open here soon. It's open now, as a matter of fact. I've been out there. So I say all that to say that I come in, you know, and man, I must have lost, I don't know, 10 pounds yesterday in the sun, okay? And I'm just dragging, and I sat down in the recliner, and she says, the Goldens are coming tomorrow? And I was like,
He's like,
I'm telling you right now, there is junk everywhere. Okay, junk everywhere.
well, yeah, because of the construction.
And but I got out there this morning and cleaned everything up fairly nice. So
Yeah.
put everything in place. So, but last night I was like, well, they'll just have to step over it. I'm going to bed. But we are running behind schedule here. I
We
mean,
are.
May, we had the most rain here in Chattanooga since 1929.
That's correct.
So that took a lot of weekends away. And then we got sick, so we're a little bit behind, but I've been steadily working on it. And, you know, I did every project this week I could to work the sickness out of me.
Yes, you did.
I take it like a challenge. Some people crawl up in a ball under a blanket.
That would be me.
When they get sick, I'm like, okay, all right, let's go. All right, let's just go build something. All right, you going to be that sick? Come on. You know, I take it as a challenge. But anyway. Let's see here. They are not at the cabin up north. Let's see here. I said I was going to do this right this time, but now I've got pictures of her brushing her teeth, her eyebrows, the dog, the boat. Let's see here. Let me go up here. Good morning from Clayton, New York. Hang time at the Cuddy Cabin. So that's the boat.
That's the boat.
Yeah, they're at the Cuddy Cabin. So good morning to Donna and Bob.
Very nice.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina, Jinx Creek Retreat. That, of course, is Mo and the Mystery Man. Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. The Treetop Flowers Patio and Tiki Bar, located over in Queen City, North Carolina, home of Marty and Angela Gentry, with their new banner that arrived this week. Big fans of Tiki Man Radio, and so the Treetop Flower Patio and Tiki Bar has their own banner there. And of course, Verona Corona says, "Where's mine at?"
Well, I will be bringing
You promised me
it.
one years ago. Where's it at?
I'll be bringing it with me.
I mean, within minutes of Marty posting that.
Yeah, I'll be bringing it with me.
And so, yeah, she'll be bringing it with her up to Canada. The only problem is if you get the banner, the hippie chick has to stay an extra week. Okay?
That's fine by me, buddy. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Gotta get something out of this deal. Anyway, Rick and Pat's Backyard Oasis in Williamsport, Maryland, home of Rick the Stick, the one-eyed bandit himself, and, of course, Shy Patty. Happy Sunday to you. The northern headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, the Paradise Way Tiki Bar up in Indiana, home of Ed the Train Man, his beautiful wife Pat, our picture girl, all the grandkids, and all of the conductors, and Ed Kubiak. I got your dollar bill in the mail.
That's right.
Okay.
And it had him and Felicia's signature on it.
I got it, and it's going to be going up into the Tiki Bar. And again, if you've been to the Tiki Bar and for some reason, you're selfish enough not to come to the summer party, I would get your dollar bill. I would get your dollar bill in now before it fills up, because everybody at the party is going to put one in the Tiki Bar as well.
That's
so,
right.
I would go ahead and just drop it in the mail like Ed and Felicia did. And
we even have an extension now to the Tiki Bar, so more dollar bills could be put up.
Yeah, absolutely. All kinds of extensions going on out there.
We got an extension there, and an extension
stage
on the stage. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the stage is being added to as we speak. So that's what I was working on yesterday. Yesterday was stage day, and I chose that later because it was going to be so hot. That's pretty much shaded area over there for most of the day. You know?
Yeah.
And I got fans blowing, man, but it still didn't help. It was still too hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
So good morning to you guys. And I think they're on the lake this weekend. I saw a bunch of pictures from yesterday, Ed the Train Man and Pat and all the friends up there. So good morning to you guys. The Beachy Shell Hideaway in beautiful Key West, home of B-Man and Michelle. And he's back on the island, you know, and it's just like go, 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 go.
You see that he needs to leave just to chill out.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, he had such a good time relaxing up in Orlando, and he got back, and it was just drama after drama after drama after drama. I was like, oh man, you need a new island, man.
Yeah.
But so good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. That is where we hang our hat when we are in Key West for the Songwriter Showcase, the 9th annual Songwriter Showcase at the end of October, 1st of November. The Pond Front Patio in Ottawa, home of B-Dog and Lou in the Legends Studio.
That's right.
Yeah, good morning to Lou if you're out there. And
She is.
She's coming today.
Oh, yeah, we coerced her with food.
That's right. No,
Free food!
And pool party.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Pool party. And,
We were just talking about that yesterday. Like, it's been a while since we all got to hang out.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It has been. So.
Well, usually we
Let's do it.
work like hell up to the summer party, and then we enjoy the rest of the summer.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's been taking
We are a little behind.
Well, I don't
know. We usually have been already having Sunday parties
we
by
are.
this time.
I try to get everything done so at least Sunday we got a day off.
Right.
Let's see here. The Southwest Florida Daddy-O Patio of the Seaside She Shed.
All right.
That is Tropical Dave and Dave Signs and Beth Travers, the rock star herself. Good morning to you guys. The Comeback Tiki Hut up in Minnesota, where you'll find the best mimosas on Sunday morning.
You betcha.
Shelly Forsythe and the crew. Still got this little cough here.
Yeah, it'll go.
Yeah, the Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee, home of our good friends David and Gina. Rocking on the back porch to Tiki Man Radio, and they have Brooke and Adam with them this morning. So good morning to Brooke and Adam. The Tiki Balcony over in Sweden. Good afternoon to the Swedes and JoJo's Northeast Sea Shack in Medford, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston.
JoJo's.
We are streaming live on the Camys Grammy live cam. Make sure you subscribe. Once you subscribe, you can get into the chat in about 30 minutes or so. If you're listening to us on the radio, come over and be part of the show. If you're already out there, go ahead and hit that like button. That helps us out tremendously. And you can follow us on Facebook. Go over to our app, Tiki Man Radio. Download the free app. Take it with you everywhere you go. Tell everybody about Tiki Man Radio. And, of course, what else? Instagram and everywhere else. It's not that hard. You just search Tiki Man Radio, and it pops up everywhere else. So All right, let's take care of our 10 o'clock sponsors right quick.
Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man is streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam. Camys Grammy is the official sign company of Tiki Man Radio. If you're looking for a special sign for your event, your tiki bar, or just your backyard, or maybe you just want a flamingo in your backyard, reach out to Camys Grammy. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the banner for Camys Grammy. Camys Grammy Live Cam, the official live cam of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. Reif Rum is made with a sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reif Rum, sweet and smoky for the wise. Reif Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio. Tiki Man Radio is proud to have Lake Winnie as its sponsor for Jukebox Saturday and the weekly Almanac with Tiki Jane. Lake Winnipesaukee opened in 1925 and is Chattanooga's oldest amusement park, celebrating its 100th year. Since the park opened, it's expanded enormously, including the Soka Water Park and many other thrilling attractions, with rides and attractions for the entire family. Lake Winnipesaukee is recognized as one of America's top 10 family amusement parks of all ages. It's time to get you happy on with Lake Winnie and Tiki Man Radio. The park is now open for the 2025 season. Keep listening to Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, and visit Lake Winnie and get your happy on. You know, the biggest party of the year is the Tiki Bar Summer Party, and this year it's going to be on July the 12th, 2025, with musical guest Mark Mulch and his band from Nashville, with special appearance by Sam Rainwater and others to be determined. That's the 18th Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 12th, 2025. Come on out and have a birthday bash with me. I'm not going to live forever, you know. Bring a plate, bring some beer, bring the Reif Rum, and have some fun. Right here at the old Tiki Bar in Harrison Bay.
Looking to buy or sell in Northwest Indiana? You better call Becky, 219-779-7215, or visit bettercallbeckyrealestate.com.
That's right. Better call Becky if you want some of that real estate up there in Northeast Indiana. And I just love the fact that she's into
Better Call Saul. Yeah.
She's always putting out new videos and all that stuff.
I know. That's funny.
All right. Who we got out there today, Hippie Chick?
All right. We got Maureen Wehunt. That's
Hey,
our
Mo.
buddy Mo.
Good morning, Mo. Happy
She
Sunday
said she's having a work day, but she has the show on. And then we got Michelle and Tim. They're leaving Thursday to close on their house in Panama City.
to you. All right. Absolutely. That's nice.
We got our good friend Lisa Wallace is out there.
Morning, Lisa.
Yes, and we got Johnny Wrestler. He said, hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, hot, hot, hot. That's
Great
true.
day for a Tiki Man Radio by the pool.
They're calling for triple digits.
Yeah,
it's going to be
Woo,
hot.
It's something today. And then we've got the beautiful Sean Crawley out there, and she says,
Good
"See
morning,
everyone at the summer party."
All right. Good morning to you, sweetheart.
Yeah, and we got Donna and Bob are out there, and they said she's putting her eyebrows on the dock this morning. That's got to be very hard to do on a floating dock, you know. It goes, you know.
Better put some extra glue on there.
And then we got Zia G out there, and they've got Brooke and Adam with them today. So good morning to Brooke and Adam.
Yeah, good morning.
And Gina won 8th place at the barbecue yesterday. It's a girls-only barbecue rib contest. That was
Wow.
great.
That's
Yeah.
Howard Stern would say, wow.
Wow. Yeah, and let's see, we've got Edward Contreras. We've got Ed and Pat. They're out there. Good morning to you guys. The rock star Beth Travers is out there.
Good morning. Good morning.
We got Tommy Gartrell. Good morning.
Morning, brother. Happy Sunday
He
to you.
said, "Good morning from Mellonville," and he sent a picture of a big watermelon.
Yes, the Gartrell's the ones you got to thank for the watermelon.
Well,
today.
there you go.
Yes,
there
yes,
you go.
it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
they raised some big ones.
And then let's see, we've got, let's see, who else did I miss on that? Wait a minute. Oh, we've got Graham and Nicole are out there, and they said,
Guys.
"Good morning" up there.
Good morning. Happy Sunday to you.
And Brad Lynn, that is Bahama Brad, he says, Ellie says, "Hi, Pawpaw and Noni."
Yeah,
Aw,
that's right.
that is so
Yeah.
sweet. And then we've
my
got,
little gummy bear.
yes, she loves gummy bears. So Pawpaw has to share. And then we got the Golden Girl. Claudia Golden is out there, and
Yeah, good
she'll be
morning.
coming and bringing her big watermelon. We got JoJo Fish,
JoJo.
The JoJos. Good morning to you.
and we got the awesome Chris Bellamy. He is out there.
Morning, brother. Go to chrisbellamy.com, and I'm supposed to be working on his website for him. But, man, I'll tell you, there's only so much of me to go around. And,
That's true.
but I'm going to get to it. I promise. I promise.
And then we've got, let's see, we've got Beth Haight. Beth Haight.
Beth Haight.
I always say that wrong, but Beth, fins up, darling.
Yeah, fins up, sweetheart.
And then we got Scott Ramsey
Yeah, good morning to you.
and Jason Whitler.
Morning, brother.
Good morning, all. And your turn.
Okay, over here on the YouTubes, we have the rock star Beth Travers.
All right.
This morning.
Morning to you, sweetheart.
Morning to her. Of course, we have already mentioned there Ed Contreras. He's out there over here chatting as well. Ann Wehunt. Good morning to
Good
Ann.
morning, Ann.
Morning, Ann.
She's going to come swimming today.
Oh,
She
good.
is.
Yeah.
And scroll on down. We got Julie Lynn's out there.
Julie.
Good morning.
morning. We're all well again, Julie.
Well, we're getting there anyway.
We're getting there.
Gotta work it out. Gotta work it out.
Randall's out there as well. Hello,
Good
Randy.
morning. Good morning.
Morning.
And Uncle Alex is out there at the bar.
Yes.
Good morning to Lisa Wallace.
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Lisa.
Oh, wait. Hang on just a second, B-Dog. I have
all
one
right.
more thing I forgot. Ray the Roadie and Sweet Harriet are celebrating their 24th wedding anniversary today. So
They're down in Key
congratulations.
West.
And funny you say that because B-Man and Michelle are out there and they're hanging with Sweet Harriet and Ray the Roadie.
Well,
Yeah.
what about that?
Yeah, they were on the show Friday night, Coastal Confessions, and
Yes.
it was a real pleasure for me to have Sweet Harriet on the show a couple weeks ago, and she's been sending us a bunch of music, and I just got to get it all in the radio there.
There you go. Brooke Fisher is out there this morning.
Good morning, Brooke. I
morning,
don't think Brooke loves me anymore. She hadn't been here in like 5 years.
We thought she was 16. She said, "No, I'm still 13."
I don't know about that.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the one and it asked that, did you get your euro in the mail?
34 years, says Ray.
Oh, 34 years.
that would
I
be-
saw 24.
And
34.
Sin Fox is out there. So
Yeah.
want to know if you got your euro.
I did. Yes, I did get the euro from Jemiah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The bodyguard himself is literally chiming in this morning.
Wow.
Well, hello.
Good
Good
news.
morning.
Good morning. It's always nice to know he's got our back.
And I believe we've mentioned everybody else.
All right. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit the like button. And we got.
Oh, Donna said yesterday was 45 years when Bob and I decided we were just friends. Oh, we weren't just friends
We weren't
anymore.
just friends.
Oh, and Dan and Rachel are out there, and they are over in North Carolina. And he said, "What about chopped liver?"
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
the hell y'all always forget me?
Yeah, we even got a sign, and it's on your assigned seat out there.
Yeah. Thanks to
Thanks
Camys
to
Grammy.
Camys Grammy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, let's get this day started off right the island way with some positive vibes and get this hot day started off right. Summer is here, and man, couldn't come at a better time. Happy Sunday to you.
Mother,
brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, Father, we don't need to escalate.
War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Ooh, what's going on? What's going on?
Father, everybody thinks we're wrong. Oh, who are they to judge us just because our hair is long?
You know we've got to find a way, bring some understanding here today. Oh, picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see, oh, what's going on? Ooh, what's going on? You tell me what's going on. What's going on? Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? 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 You tell me what's going on.
Hey, this is the Barefoot Man. I am sitting out here in the middle of the ocean, and I'm listening to Tiki Man Radio right now.
One more tomorrow has come and gone, fades into a yesterday. This just can't be where we belong, turning blank pages day after day. So I say to you, my love, let's take off and chase the sun. Every day new memories, collecting souvenirs with me. Souvenirs, souvenirs. We started out strong, the world was ours. Said I love you every day. We held each other among the stars. The waves of life melt our castles away. So I say to you, my love, let's take off and chase the sun. Every day new memories, collecting souvenirs with me. Souvenirs, souvenirs. warm our hearts, turn our dreams into souvenirs, laughs and loving through the years. We've grown older, but not apart. We say I love you every day. Our lives are full of sweet memories, souvenirs we found every day. So I say to you, my love, let's keep on chasing the sun. Every day new memories, collecting souvenirs with me. So I say to you, my love, let's take off, chase that sun. Every day new memories, collecting souvenirs with me. Souvenirs, souvenirs. Souvenirs, souvenirs.
Hey everybody, this is Maddie Beck hanging out here at Tiki Man Radio, escaping the white cold north of Michigan, trying to get some warmth while I'm down here. Just gonna hang out and have some fun and see what could possibly go wrong.
Delivery truck came around the corner. She said, hey, mister, I got something for you. Hatch green chilies, hatch green chilies. What you gonna do with those hatch green chilies? Roast 'em, toast 'em, cook 'em down. Your tamale man in Key West town.
Well, sooner or later in the kitchen here, I'm gonna crack me open to cottage beer. The heat and flavor, don't you know? Well, tamales are hot, ready to go. Friends, neighbors, the sauce balls too. Be a tamale, and if you choose, well, who wants tamales? We want tamales. Who wants tamales? We want tamales. Tamale man, well, that's alright. Said, how many can I roll tonight? I said, who wants tamales? We want tamales. Who wants tamales? We want tamales. It's a Carp Republic tamale thing. I'm tamale man. Well, give me a ring. You got your pork green chili, oh yeah. Your chicken and beef, oh yeah. Bean and cheese, oh what a treat. Vegetarian, got no meat. Best one on a holiday is cranberry turkey. What can I say? Who wants tamales? We want tamales. Who wants tamales? We want tamales. Tamale man, well that's alright. How many can I roll tonight? Who wants tamales? We want tamales. Who wants tamales? We want tamales. It's a Carp Republic tamale thing. I'm tamale man. Give me a ring. It's a Carp Republic tamale thing. I'm
That's right.
Tamale Man.
The Tamale Man, you know, I've been telling Brian for years, okay? Long before they came up with this idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you need to quit all this other BS you're doing. You're the Tamale Man. We need the Tamale Man from Key West tamales in every store in America. This is it.
Yeah, this is it.
This is what we've been waiting on. You know, we need to just cut everything else out and focus on that.
Key West Tamale Company.
That's right.
Now listen, I want to tell y'all a funny story.
Okay.
All right. So we've been sick for the last 2 weeks. And
yes.
And here's the Tiki Man over in his recliner. And he gets on Amazon and he starts shopping. He starts shopping for caskets.
Well, I mean, did you know you can order caskets from Amazon?
Yes, I did.
And then he was like, and you can have it wrapped.
Yeah.
With a Tiki Man radio logo.
I'm like, I can have the whole thing wrapped.
And I'm like, are you planning on going somewhere?
She's like, are you going to order that? Where are you going to put it? And I'm like, I'm going to send it to Julie's house. And Julie, I just hear Julie now. Well, your casket's here.
Well, you want buried in Key West, just send it to B-Man's house. He can store it.
Yeah. B-Man is not, he does not have the space.
He does not have the space for me to send
store
a casket.
that has a Tiki Man radio wrap on it. And I'm like, no.
It's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can pay extra and have it delivered tomorrow.
Nice. Just in case you're expected to go.
Yeah, in case you're expecting it. Yeah.
At least I have options when he plans to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You can order tombstones. You can order caskets. I mean, you can have it all delivered. So, you know, if you want to, I mean, you think about this. This is kind of serious, right? I mean, if you're relying on other people that's going to put you in a box you may not or may not like. Okay.
That's why I'm not being in a box.
This order,
make sure you have that on your shopping list so we can quickly.
I know it sounds morbid, but I could make this a good sponsor. I could make this a good sponsor. I could spin this all over the place. I could have everybody in America.
Are you expected to die?
Well, you never know.
Die in style with Tiki Man radio caskets.
Every day above ground is a day to celebrate. Okay.
I know that's right. Good Lord.
I just like you can get anything from Amazon. And I was like, caskets, and it's like, boom.
And now that he has searched for caskets on Amazon, now it popped. Hey,
now
did you see
notifications? Hey, got a new brand in.
I got a new brand of caskets.
This one out.
Yeah, look at this one. You know, like we're shopping for a new luggage or something. You know.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here's the XKG 9000 casket. You know.
And what was just hilarious to me is that you can have it wrapped, you know, in Tiki Man logo.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And we saw this one that I just died laughing at, and I said, "Oh my God, this is for every redneck out there." Okay, so the whole casket was camouflage, and the interior was camouflage, and I was like,
you go.
Oh my God, that is just the tackiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
See me.
Yeah. They won't be able to find me.
Oh my God. Josh Clark just said my mother-in-law makes caskets. Well, bless her heart.
There we go. There's our sponsor.
Josh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Does she sell them on Amazon? We can
Does
make this
she have
happen.
them wrapped? Can she wrap them in a Tiki Man radio
I bet she
logo?
Can. Yeah.
Maureen says pre-planning is cheaper and recommended.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know?
I ain't doing none of that.
Well, it's
Make
always...
me into a tree, and I will be happy. Plant me in the garden.
Obviously, we just went through this with my mom, you know, and
we did.
I wasn't here. Okay, I was in Costa Rica. So my brother had to go and do all the arrangements and stuff and pick out the caskets and all this. Did a beautiful job. Okay, did a beautiful job. But you get to thinking about it, you know, while you're out there working for 12 hours on a stage, you know, you get to thinking about stuff like that, and you're like, it's the hardest thing that the family has to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like buying a Harley. Now that you bought the Harley, let's walk you over to the chrome guy, right? And then we'll fix it all up. Well, the same thing in the funeral home. Once they establish you have money, And how much money you have depends on which room they bring you into, which of the caskets, you know.
Years ago, when my grandpa passed away, him and my grandma, they were all about that pre-planning. So they had their funerals bought, paid for, the caskets picked out and everything. So, 50 years later, when they finally died, and, we're at the funeral home, and they's like, well, this is the casket that, your grandpa picked out. I remember my dad looking at that going, there ain't no way in hell I'm going to bury him in that. Yeah. I don't care what he wanted.
Well, when my dad died, he was the grand poobah of the Masons. Mm-hmm. And he was a Shriner and all this other stuff, And when they have a Masonic burial,
yes,
they actually have people that guard the casket. Mm-hmm. Whenever they're all laid out there, mm-hmm. And there's somebody that stands there and guards the casket the whole time and all that stuff. And I always thought it'd be nice to have like 2 tiki girls up there,
God. 2 tiki girls.
A couple of young surfer girls or something standing there,
You need some hula girls up there, that do the hula around, waving torches, the Tiki Man.
Yeah.
He has gone.
Yeah, there you go. Have a big tiki party. Let's see here. But yeah, that was quite interesting. That I guess you can get anything on Amazon apparently. Mm-hmm. You can get a double. You can get a double tombstone.
It's been a crazy week. I had a really vivid dream. Now this was about B-Dog.
Oh.
And so the last time I had a vivid dream, and it wasn't a dream, I was wide awake, and it was a vision that popped in my head, and that was when their house was on fire. Mm. And I had a vision of their house being on fire, and immediately got in the car and drove down there, and sure enough, the house was on fire.
So my surprise when she calls me or messages me and said that she had a dream about me, I'm like, oh God, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like a oh my God, you're going to die kind of dream. It was weird because I was on a beach and I was standing there and I was looking at a seashell. And then I turn around and I look to my left and there's B-Dog. And he's poking me like this, he's poking me and he's trying to get my attention, and he's poking me in the shoulder like, hey, and he's like, he wants to say something to me. And then all of a sudden the alarm goes off. So.
Well, that was B-Dog saying, we've already got a reservation at the Myers, okay? You can't go in.
So I text him.
It's going to come true.
I said, hey, buddy, you got something you want to tell me? Because you were trying to get my attention.
I'm like, no.
Nope, he was still in Ohio.
So then I'm like, I'm in Ohio, and I'm going to be driving back home. So now
you're all freaked out.
Now you consider my travel arrangements.
Yeah, I mean, when somebody calls you like that, they're like, you're not in a car right now, are you? Yes, I'm driving. What's wrong?
You're going to die. Stop.
You need to pull over immediately. All right, let's take care of the Almanac right quick.
Hello, everyone. This is Tiki Jane, and it is time for this week's Almanac. Brought to you by Lake Winnie, Chattanooga's oldest amusement park. It's time to get your happy on. Since opening in 1924, Lake Winnie has expanded enormously, including the water park and many other thrilling attractions. With rides and attractions for the entire family, Lake Winnie is recognized as one of America's top 10 family amusement parks for all ages. It's time to get your happy on with Lake Winnie. Lake Winnie is also the sponsor for Jukebox Saturday mornings, where we take you back in time with that old beach music every Saturday. And now for this week's Almanac. American comedian George Carlin, whose 7 words you can never say on television routine led to a U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gave the Federal Communications Commission the right to determine when to censor radio and TV broadcasts, passed away at age 71. The animated musical Lady and the Tramp, one of Walt Disney's most endearing movies, was released in U.S. theaters on this date in 1955. Katherine Dunham, an African-American dancer, choreographer, and anthropologist noted for her innovative interpretations of primitive, ritualistic, and ethnic dances, was born on this date in 1910. American motion picture director and producer Billy Wilder, who was known for films that humorously treat subjects of controversy and offer biting indictments of hypocrisy in American life, was born in Sucha, Austria, now in Poland, on this date in 1906. And now for some Tiki Man Radio history. There are many memories and accomplishments over Tiki Man Radio's 10-plus years of radio. Here is just one. A defining moment came to Tiki Man Radio in 2020. With the help of production company Box Line Box, Tiki Man Radio entered into the video stage of production. The scene was set for the 4th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase Key West Bound. The world was shut down, and we wanted to keep the party going while staying safe. With the help of the production company, not only was the showcase a big success, but it paved the way for live broadcasting on YouTube, just like we are doing now. The Tiki Man likes to say, everything happens for a reason as long as you recognize the opportunity and not the failures. To this day, video broadcasting has become a big part of the overall success of Tiki Man Radio thanks to Box Line Box Production Company. That's your weekly Tiki Man Radio Almanac, brought to you by Lake Winnie, Chattanooga's oldest amusement park. It's time to get your happy on with Lake Winnie. I am Tiki Jane. See you on the radio.
That's right. Box Line Box was the, and of course that was Brian Fields' sister and brother-in-law, and if it wasn't for those guys,
we would not be on YouTube
We
today.
wouldn't be on YouTube right now.
That's right.
And
we owe it all to them for teaching us.
17,300 subscribers.
We owe them all, we owe them big time for
So
teaching
they are the ones
us.
to blame.
They are. They
Yeah.
are the ones to blame. Actually, to thank.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And of course, you know, that's part of Tiki Man Radio history.
It is.
So I've ordered those picture frames that you can put shirts in.
Oh,
Okay.
Because I was out there yesterday. I've got this old
You've got that old work
beach
shirt.
bar shirt.
Yeah, it needs to retire and be in a shirt box.
And I was working.
Uniform.
I was working it yesterday, and I heard another rip. Right.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, oh, man.
It's about to go.
So I'm going to retire it and put it in this frame.
Yes.
And it's going to say, "This shirt built this place."
That is, you know what? That is perfect. That is perfect because you wear that shirt every time you go out to.
It ain't spring to me unless I'm wearing it, you know.
That's
but
right.
I don't want it to completely disintegrate.
Yeah. I need to carefully wash that and
I
then
don't
put
know.
that.
I'm
You want to put it in
I'm just
stained
gonna put
and
it in all
sweaty?
stained and sweaty. Put it in there.
You don't think it'll make it through another wash?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
think
we'll
so.
just
was
put it
built
in
on
there.
blood, sweat, and beers.
That's right. And
That's perfect. And then put it in the tiki bar.
yeah, there you go. I don't know if I can put it in the tiki bar. I have to put it in the chocolate bar somewhere, but
But yeah.
yeah, we're gonna do that. So we'll get that next week and put it up. We'll have it here for the summer party. But yes, thanks to Box Line Box and those guys. It was we didn't have a clue. We didn't know how to do the switching of the cameras. We didn't know which cameras to get. We didn't know how to make it all work and all that stuff. I mean, they planted the seed though. They planted the seed in my crazy head. And I felt like, after I did it, we can do this all the time, And so we had a lot of rough shows early on. And for all those of you that were out there whenever we were doing that, thank you. And we still have difficulties from time to time. We might have one before the show's over with. You never know. But usually it takes a lot of prep. I mean, the whole, used to, I just come down here and do the show on Sunday.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot of prep and stuff that goes in behind the scenes with videos and changing logos. And every time one of our sponsors changes a logo or changes a name or something or whatever, we got to change everything that we do. What you laughing about?
Rachel texted me and said, "Worst it."
Washed it.
She goes, I love you, my spirit animal.
You sure you don't want me to wash it?
Wash it.
Yeah.
Wash it. Yeah, you got to put the R in there, you know. Wash it.
Got to wash it. But anyway, so thank you to Boxline Box and all those guys for everything. And I've got a new song in here from Beakley Riviera, Steel Pan Chill.
I love it. Has been a very, how many years has it been since we saw her? And
I don't know, their picture is out there on the wall.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it in here now that I put it in here.
Nelson? Is that his name? Nelson?
Nelson, yeah.
Yeah, Beakley and Nelson. Yeah, it was trying to come to me, you know, what? Because they were here, oh my gosh, I'm thinking that was 2018.
Maybe.
It's been a while, but I really like her. I like them. They're great people.
Well, I'm not seeing it in here, but I will. It'll be coming up next. Let's put it that way. The Barefoot Man's got a new tune out there. Cowboy's Revenge.
Cowboy's Revenge.
I like it.
Yeah, here we go.
She took him from the country to the bright lights of New York. She tried so hard to change him, but he missed his ranch and horse. Now he yearns for a rodeo out on the open range. So every night when the lights go out, the cowboy gets his revenge. He rides her like a wrangler would on a wild bronco. Pretends that she's a bucking bull. He won't let her go. Latches onto her ponytail while she kicks and bends. On a hot night in the city, a cowboy gets his revenge. She made him wear a suit and tie, threw away his boots. Cocktails with the socialites, eating salads and fruits. He missed a steak and a pickup truck and all his barroom friends. So every night when the lights go out, the cowboy gets his revenge. He rides her like a wrangler would on a wild bronco. Pretends that she's a bucking bull. He won't let her go. Latches onto her ponytail while she kicks and bends. On a hot night in the city, a cowboy gets his revenge. Well, he went back to the ranch. She found a man on Wall Street, a white-collar CEO with a penthouse suite. But every night when the lights go out, he's tired and falls to sleep. She thinks about her cowboy and how it used to be. He'd ride her like a wrangler would on a wild bronco. Pretends that she's a bucking bull. He won't let her go. Latches onto her ponytail while she kicks and bends. On a hot night in the city, a cowboy gets his revenge. That's how cowboys in the city get their revenge.
This is your island truck driver, Bobby McQueen, And when I'm traveling through the cheese fields of Wisconsin, I listen to Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
Are you looking for signs for your backyard oasis? Maybe for your tiki bar, or maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy flamingo-loving girl from Wisconsin who's landlocked in Missouri and crazy about signs. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Camys Grammys logo and reach out to her. They custom fit signs to your order, made right here in the USA. That's Camys Grammys. Everybody needs a pink flamingo in their yard.
If you're thinking of investing in commercial property in Florida or moving your business to Florida, check out the Space Coast. The Space Coast is home to globally recognized companies in aviation, aerospace, electronics, and communications. At JM Real Estate, we have seen the Space Coast grow and develop. We know what is happening and know this is an exciting time for our area. The time is now for you to explore the Space Coast of Florida and start investing. Contact JM Real Estate and launch your commercial real estate investment on the Space Coast. Call us at 321-242-2882 or visit jmrealestate.com to learn more.
Alan Jacks Bowers in Mudcut South Studio is now Alan Jacks Bowers and MFG Records, all together under one roof. Jacks has worked with the best in the business all over the world, and if you're looking to take your music to the next level, you need to reach out to Jacks today. MFG Records, which is music for grown-up, and Alan Jacks Bowers, together at last. Reach out to Jacks today at alanjacksbowers.com and take your music to the next level. Looking to get away to your secret paradise? Are you looking to come to Chattanooga? You've heard me talk about the beautiful city that I grew up in and the surrounding area here in Harrison Bay. Well, Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway is your secret hideaway. Just a mile and a half from the Tiki Bar, and our good friends the Goldens will take good care of you. It's safe, it's secure, and it's Tiki Man approved. When you use the code word Tiki Man, you get 20% off. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the link for Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway and schedule your secret getaway right here in Harrison Bay. That's Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you.
That's right. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. And it is our good friends, the Goldens. And bringing a watermelon to the Tiki Bar today.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
And those two songs, The Barefoot Man, Cowboy's Revenge.
I like it.
And Beakley Riviera Steel Pan Chill. That tune is called Romance in Spain.
That's awesome.
I just love her music. And
I do too.
yeah, we got a picture of them hanging on the wall here. It's been a few years since they were here. We need to get them back up here.
Did you see Edward sent you a me and you a message?
No, what did he send me?
It's a picture of you in your casket.
No.
With a Tiki Man Radio big logo on it.
No, Lord. Have I got my shirt off? Yeah, I got my shirt.
Yeah, you got your shirt off. Yeah.
Yeah, just prop me up like that right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So we took our shirts off and put our Camys Grammy shirts on at the showcase. Me and B-Man did. Mm-hmm. And we'll never live it down.
No, you won't.
It pops up all the time in jungles and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I've got the one of you and B-Man in a jungle,
Yeah.
ooh, flexing.
Yeah. You know, B-Man and Michelle keep throwing out there, you know, that they're going to, maybe move from Key West, depending on what happens with their apartment and all this other stuff. And, he's talking about going to D.C. and he's talking about going to all kinds of places.
Orlando or
Harrison Bay.
Harrison
Bay.
Bay.
Harrison Bay is where you need to be at, okay?
Yeah, just buy a house over here.
Yeah.
There's tons of ones being built.
Yeah, we can just do
There is.
We can just do the showcase right out here at the big stage now that I'm building.
Yeah.
There you go.
For real.
But, listen, man, Tennessee's taxes, all that good stuff is a good place to be.
That's right.
What else we got going on? So, B-Dog, it's been a couple of weeks. You went up north. How is everything up north? Is it still the same?
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. Yeah.
Not a lot has changed since I left.
Good thing about going home, it's always good to come back home.
I told Lou, I says, you remember the old saying is you just can't go home again?
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
It is true.
You go back home and things have changed, but things haven't changed.
Yeah.
And I says, when you go home, you feel like you should have that feeling that you're home, right?
Right.
And every time I go back, I feel like I'm a visitor in a familiar land.
Yeah.
And I says, it's not home.
Yeah.
And I says, I don't feel like I'm home until I come across that line and I see the Tennessee sign. I feel like I'm almost home. And then
Yeah.
Just watch the mile markers come down, and then when I finally get here, I'm like, I'm home.
Yeah,
So-
you know, it's funny because I moved to Alabama, I moved to Georgia, I moved to Kentucky, lived in Knoxville for a long time, and come back to Chattanooga, moved back to Knoxville, all this stuff, you know, and when I finally found this place here in Harrison Bay, it felt like home. And this is 24 years ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's just things about, you know, I like going into the Ace Hardware and knowing the manager. And I used to know all the managers at Food City, but they've changed so many now, I can't really keep up with it. I mean, they've gotten big time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff up there now. And so they've got the new deli and all that. You know, got a little.
They got
places.
a Starbucks.
They got a Starbucks. They got all that. I mean, they're getting too big for the britches.
Which I have never used their Starbucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can just buy, you know, a bag of it for $11 and.
There was a time where the manager of Food City, or maybe it was Bilo then, or as some of my nieces and nephews worked there. They called it Palo.
The Palo.
But Bilo, he also worked on little. Like
little engines, small
engines
engine
and stuff,
repair.
you know. I mean,
yeah.
you know, like he fixed a pressure washer one time. You know, he's just like, you know, yeah, let's go out here and put it in the car. You know, I mean, it was kind of cool. But Glenn Saloka is out there this morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Glenn.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you. And yes, congratulations to Gina for winning. Did she win?
Top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
top
there we
10.
go.
Very
Want to make sure I got
competitive
that right.
field, that's what they said.
Well, she's always a winner to us, so. Let's see here. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. That helps us out tremendously and helps us continue to do what we do here on YouTube. But yeah, I think B-Man and me, Shelter, just come on up here.
Yeah, come on up.
You know, his mom's in Tennessee.
That's right.
Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I don't know. You live long enough, you start to become like the monarch of the family. You know, it's Andy is always the monarch. You know, he's the oldest, and then
He's the patriarch.
yeah, patriarch. Yeah, and then
Your
you know,
a woman would be a monarch.
well, we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but you know, when you're a kid, you go to the funeral home, right? And you don't know anybody. You're supposed to know everybody, but you don't see them enough to know them. You know, you got all these cousins and uncles and all these people in the family, and there must be 100 of them there, you know, and you're kind of a little nervous anyway. You're at the damn funeral home.
Yeah.
And yeah, same thing with family reunions, you know. And,
Oh, yeah.
And they always used to put the bathroom down the long hallway past the casket room.
I always thought it was
One
so.
light bulb in the hallway, make it a little dingy down there. You know.
I always
Scare
thought
the
it
hell out
was
of you.
so funny because, you know, as kids, we would go and we would see our cousins, right? At the family reunion or whatever, or the funeral or
I'll be
whatever.
running around outside the funeral home out there playing.
And then there's always this awkward moment because you don't recognize your cousin.
Yeah.
Because you've probably not seen him in a year or two, and we're all changed. And it's like, hey, remember I'm your cousin, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, okay, so then we can go play. You know, I know you now. So,
Yeah.
But it was weird. It was all this awkward moment. Hey, remember I'm your uncle or I'm your aunt.
Yeah, and then one day you go and like they're all gone and now you're them.
Yeah, now you're them, yeah.
You know, it's just weird, but
Oh, yeah, that's your cousin Teddy, second removed from Mama and blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's crazy.
So the stage is starting to take shape. What I've done is added about I don't know 2.5, 3 feet on the side and pushed it out because it used to have a really big hangover or overhang. Stage had a hangover, had an overhang.
It has seen many hangovers.
Yes, it has seen many hangovers. And I pushed it all the way out as well. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be like, I don't know, 12 by 14, I think, when it's all said and done.
On the biggest deck.
Yeah. And so it's going to be nice. But Got a lot done yesterday. It doesn't look like I did, but I did. I mean, it takes a lot to frame out that floor and all that stuff. And
yeah, it does.
And now I got to build the beam that goes across before I could take the other poles out and the other beam and all that. So we'll get that done this week. And then what else have we got? Oh, I got some boards I need to replace. I got some underneath that work I need to do before the party.
Yeah.
And then I got to pressure wash one more time, do the driveway, do the house, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
I hope you guys are coming to the party. It's gonna be a great party, and July the 12th. People still ask me, when's the party? It's July the 12th. Brad asked me yesterday, hey, when's the party?
It's July the 12th.
Well, you can go to the website.
I do believe JT and G-Rap are trying to make their schedules work out so where they can get down here.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Right, that's awesome.
Great. That will be great. Our producer, Monica's 3 question marks Mo. I don't know what that was about, but we got another new tune from Donnie Brewer, and let's see here. Let me get in here and look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Robin Tricker.
My brother's 17-18 clotheslined our 8-year-old cousin playing Red Rover after our grandmother's funeral.
Wow.
We never played that again.
Yeah. Well, that was the end of that. Yeah. I mean, as kids, you know, we jumped things with our bicycles and...
oh, we did all kinds of crazy stuff.
We were not aware of our mortality when we were younger.
No, we were not aware of our mortality.
Drank with the out of the muddy water hose and all that good stuff, you know, so...
Verona, I'm sad you won't be here this year either, but I'm coming to see you. It's your Tiki Bar party, so yay. That's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
And she was like, well, what if it rains? Do you still want to, you know, sleep out in your tent? I said, I'm going to sleep out in my tent because...
So when's that party?
That's in August.
In August, all right. I was just asking Tiki Man when the party was while you was gone.
Yeah. He's going to have a party.
The guy's party.
Yeah. Get rid of the hippie chick. We're going to have a party.
It's going to be a great day.
We were born to mothers who smoked and drank. Our cribs were covered in lead-based paint. No child-proof lids, no seatbelts in cars. Road bikes with no helmets, and still here we are. Still here we are. We got daddy's belt when we misbehaved. Had 3 TV channels you got up to change. No video games and no satellite. All we had were friends and they were outside. Playing outside. It wasn't different life when we were boys and girls. Not just a different time. It was a different world. School always started the same every day. The Pledge of Allegiance, then someone would pray. Not every kid made the team when they tried. We got disappointed, but that was alright. We turned out alright. It wasn't different life when we were boys and girls.
it's Michelle here at the Beachy Shell Hideaway. We're listening to Tiki Man Radio.
There's a dance called the shack, and if you don't know how it's done, grab your partner by the hand, move your feet, let's have some fun. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love. When you learn the basic move, then add something new. Let the music take control. Throw that girl around a time or two. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love. You can have a real good time shagging with a friend, but when you shag with the one you love, you hope that dance will never end. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging, baby, shagging with the one you love. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love. There ain't nothing like shagging, honey, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging, baby, shagging with the one you love. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging, honey, shagging with the one you love. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of.
Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar in beautiful Harrison Bay to your Tiki Bar. Tiki Man Radio is your soundtrack of summer.
Gonna keep on driving down straight past Memphis, where the king once sang about Kentucky in a blue moon. Gonna barrel through Jackson with Johnny on the radio, rolling like a freight train. Luther keep me going with that boom, chicka boom. 200 miles ain't nothing when the wind is at your back. Got diamonds overhead that keeping me on track. Thinking maybe this time I ain't coming back. Bella Biloxi, tell me all the things I wanna hear. Tell me I'm not crazy, or even if I am, you'll still be here. Yeah, I'm finally gonna be the man I long to be, with an endless ocean stretching out in front of me. Swear that I won't let you down, I'll never leave. Belle of Biloxi. Well, I'm doing triple digits now on the double nickel as the lights fall away, nothing in the rear view. Stars through the pines getting dimmer as the night fades east on the dozen. 400 more miles, gonna find you. There's a silver line where the sun trips to the Grateful Dead. Got the windows down, that ocean air is filling up my head. Well, of Biloxi, tell me all the things I want to hear. Tell me I'm not crazy, or even if I am, you'll still be here. Gonna do the best to be the man I long to be, with an endless ocean stretching out in front of me. Swear that I won't let you down, I'll never leave Belle of Biloxi. Something that's worth my time. Belle of Biloxi, tell me all the things I want to hear. Tell me I'm not crazy, or even if I am, you'll still be here. Gonna do the best to be the man I long to be, with an endless ocean stretching out in front of me. Swear that I won't let you down, I'll never leave Belle of Biloxi.
That's the Bamboozlers.
The Bamboozlers.
I love that tune.
Yeah. I love all the pictures you put up there. Panama City.
Yes.
That was great.
In the midst of everything that's been going on, we've had a lot of good times this year already. We went to Panama City, had a great, successful time.
Yes, we did.
We are going back.
We are.
We are going back.
Golden Girl, get your Mary Poppins umbrella ready.
Yeah, get your Mary Poppins umbrella, ready. And so looking forward to that. And then we went down to Costa Rica, had a great time down there.
We did.
Come back and announce the, let me see if I can find it here. Let's see, that's With Music, Escape 2026. 5th annual Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise in the Bahamas.
In the Bahamas.
May the 13th through the 20th. And,
I might get my hair braided.
Need to get your hair braided.
Yeah, you got to do that when you go to the Bahamas.
Oh, really?
I might get some side vents put in, you know.
Get your cornrows on.
Yeah, I want side vents, just on one side.
Maybe I'll get mine braided.
Yeah. They'll put a little bow in your hair.
Put a little bow in my hair. May the 13th through the 20th, 2026 in the Bahamas. $100 reserves your room. I have moved this up, okay? And I feel like I always have to do a tutorial of let's see if I can, of the website, because people ask me all the time. They're like, so, hey, when's this date? When's that date? And I'm like, man, if you'll just go over to the website, everything in my life is scheduled out. Let's see here. All right, let's see if I can make this. Might be a black screen for just a second. I don't know, but we'll see. There we go. Boom. There we go.
There's the website.
There's
Woo.
the website. Woohoo! And wait a minute. That looked a little. Hold on a minute. Let me fix this. Let's see here. Every once in a while, this gets situated here, where you got to fix it. Some reason.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. This is what you call doing it on the fly. All right, so you can go over to well, first of all, let's do the Songwriter Showcase, and of course the schedule is all updated now. We do have a couple of happy hour spots available First of all, Reif Rum is going to be the main sponsor for this year's event. They're going to, all the artists are brought to you by Reif Rum. And we would really like to thank David and Reif Rum for that.
Absolutely.
We cannot do this without our sponsors. We do have a happy hour sponsor available for the Trop Rock Junkies.
I love the Trop Rock Junkies. They are so great.
That's Thursday night. So Thursday is brought to you by Reif Rum, and then on Friday, brought to you by GTS Charters and Outfitters, our good friends Gypsy Travel and Monty, and
Jim Azabel.
Jim
Woo!
Azabel.
Yeah, buddy.
Jim Azabel is coming back to Key West.
I love him in the band.
Tentatively brought to you by Local Lux, Key West Local Lux, Barb. And she sponsored it the last 2 years. We're hoping that still comes into fruition. Camys Grammy is going to, she is so excited too. I mean, she is thrilled to death to be the sponsor for Saturday. And we have a happy hour spot in there as well for Beth Travers and the Bigger Boat Band.
All right.
Yeah. And then a new addition to the Ready Room upstairs is Darby Ledbetter.
Yay.
So you got Jim Azabel Thursday night, and then Darby Ledbetter Friday night on Halloween.
Ooh.
What could possibly go wrong? And then Mark Mulch will be there Saturday. And for those of you that have never been up to the Ready Room, it's upstairs at Rick's. It's a private event. And
you see all those beautiful plush seats, you know, you can sit on, and you got your own bartender, air conditioning.
Private bar, great sound, holds about 25, 30 people, and the artist will sell the tickets for that. All right, so while supplies last, we don't want to overbook it, because if you overbook it, it's standing room only. And, of course, the United States Navy will be doing all the cooking of the hamburgers and the hot dogs, and all the money goes to them. And this is the least expensive meal in Key West, the hamburgers and the hot dogs, and they cook them all day long. This is us presenting them a check, B-Man presenting them a check last year after the event. So all of that's done. So if you want to know what the artist, who's playing, what day, and all that good stuff, there you go. All right. Bob Shealy's coming back, the Trop Rock Elvis.
All right.
Yeah, Donnie Howard, Bahama Mama, and the one painkiller.
And the one painkiller.
Only need the one.
Yeah, Jeff Randall, Roger Joe Calla, Donnie Brewer.
I love Roger Joe Calla.
Yeah, Webb Dillard, B-Man Michelle. Don Middlebrook comes back. He had such a great time. He's going to come back again this year. Jason Acey, Jeff Dayton, Marty Nickel.
Yay.
Jerry Diaz. So that's going to be a great time.
It is. It's going to be real
You can
great.
click here for our schedule, right? There it is. First thing, July the 12th, 2025. That's the Tiki Bar. This is the Fins Up Forgotten Coast Parrothead Club, the music festival that we had them on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And all you got to do is click on these things, and it takes you right to their event. Tells you everything that's going to be going on. It's such a cool thing that they are raising money for
band uniforms.
Band uniforms.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah. And then, of course, I need to put a link on that right there. And then here's Panama City, April 23rd through the 26th, 2026, back in Panama City.
Oh, very cool. B-Man just said that Sweet Harriet will be joining B-Man and Michelle on stage this year.
You know what? I'm so glad you told me that because he did mention that on Coastal Confessions, and I meant to mention that. We need to probably add that to the lineup as well.
Yes.
What else was I going to do? Okay, so you go to the main page, and so here it is. I moved the banner up for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise. You just click on it, and it takes you right to it. $100 reserves the room. Gives you all the details. There's the prices. There's
Looks
a video
nice to
there.
me.
Yeah. So
Nice
there you
to
go.
me.
And all good stuff.
Hey, and good morning to Ed and Felicia Cubiat.
Yes, Ed.
They just chimed in, and we got your dollar.
We got your dollar. It's going up in the Tiki Bar.
Yep.
I don't believe we got the Golden's dollar bill in there either yet, have we?
I'm sure you will by the end of the day.
I'm sure
we will.
by the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. little tutorial of the website. Sweet Harriet joining us, yes. And we'll need to get that on the lineup banner. I'll do that. That's going to be cool.
That is cool.
And Sweet Harriet, while you're down there, send us a soundbite for the radio station. And all of you, just so you know, you can go to the to your app. And this plays all the time, too. Let me see if I can find it here. There's Ready Room, by the way. But the Ready Room is booked now, and thanks to Darby Ledbetter. That's so cool having Darby come down and be a part of it.
That is.
I don't know where I've got it in here anymore. It's hard to keep up with stuff. Oh, yeah. Give us a shout-out.
Here at Tiki Man Radio, we love shout-outs from our artists and our listeners from all over the world. You ever wondered how you do that? Well, if you have the free Tiki Man Radio app, all you have to do is click on the little menu and go down to where it says shout-out. You can record a short shout-out. When you're done, you just send it straight to us. You have about 15, 16 seconds to do it. Here's a couple of pointers. Make sure you don't have your TV on or your radio. Make sure you're in a quiet space if you can. And always tell us who you are, where you're from, and mention you're listening to Tiki Man Radio. It's as simple as that. You want to hear your name on the radio? Send us a shout out and we'll put it in the radio station for you. Keep listening to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station, and give us a shout out.
Palm trees blowing in the breeze. I can't wait to get back to the sea again. Put my toes in the sand. Driving away from the daily grind sure does help to ease one's mind, so true. Takes away my blues. Can't wait to cross the causeway, see the sailboats sailing in the wind. Sun on the water, brightly glistening. Start to unwind as each mile goes by. Soon I'll be in my island paradise. Sha-la-la-la-la, my island paradise. See, I rented a cottage down by the sand. Wanna ride some waves and work on my tan, kick back. I mean, really relax. Late in the week, I fill my cooler with some beer. Do a little fishing out on the pier, unwind. It's gonna feel just fine. Can't wait to cross the causeway, see the sailboats sailing in the wind. Sun on the water, brightly glistening. I start to unwind. Each mile goes by. Soon I'll be in my island paradise. Sha-la-la-la-la, my island paradise. You know, it seems like it's been so long since I've been down to the ocean. Can't wait to cross the causeway, see the sailboats sailing in the wind.
From Heather's Patio Bar in Harrison Bay to your Tiki Bar, Tiki Man Radio is your soundtrack of summer.
Whoa, looking back at my background, trying to figure out how I ever got here. Some things are still a mystery to me, while others are much too clear. I'm just living in the sunshine, stay contented most of the time. Yeah, listening to Murphy, Walker, and Willis sing me their Texas rhyme. Most of the people who retire in Florida are wrinkled and they lean on a crutch. And mobile homes are smothered with keys. I hate those bastards so much. I wish a summer's fall would blow them all the way up to fantasy land. Yeah, they're ugly and square. They don't belong here. They look a lot better as beer cans. Yeah, that's why it's still a mystery to me, why some people live like they do. So many nice things happening out there, never even seen a clue. Oh, but we're doing fine. We can travel and rhyme. I know we've been doing our part. Got a Caribbean soul I can barely control, and some Texas hidden here in my heart. Well, now I might have joined the Merchant Marine if I hadn't learned how to sing. And on top of all that, I got married too early. Cost me much more than a ring, but now those crazy days are over. You just gotta learn from the wrong things you done. I came off the rebound, started looking around, figured out it's time to have a little fun. Yeah, that's why it's still a mystery to me, why some people live like they do. With so many nice things happening out there, they've never even seen the clue. Oh, but we're doing fine, we can travel and rhyme. I know we've been doing our part. Got a Caribbean soul I can barely control, and some Texas hidden here in my heart. Well, now, if I ever live to be an old man, I'm gonna sail down the Martinique. I'm gonna buy me a sweat-stained Bogart suit and an African parakeet. And then I'll sit him on the shoulder and open up my trusty old mind. I'm gonna teach him how to cuss, teach him how to fuss, and pull the cork out of a bottle of wine. Yeah, that's why it's still a mystery to me, why some people live like they do. With so many nice things happening out there, they've never even seen a clue. Yeah, but we're doing fine, we can travel and rhyme. I know we've been doing our part. Got a Caribbean soul I can barely control, and some Texas hidden here in my heart. Yeah, got a Caribbean soul I can barely control, and some Texas hidden here in my heart.
I love that part in that song, like, he got married too young and all that stuff.
I know.
And then he came off the rebound and looked around. It's time to have a little fun. That's what happened to me. That's
Me
what happened
too.
to me.
Me too.
There's this point. There's this point where, you go through a messy divorce, right? And there's this point where you just like, wait a minute. I can do anything I want to do now.
That's right.
Okay. You don't divorce me, I'll build a damn resort and have a hell of a lot of fun. That's exactly what happened. So,
yeah.
oh, me. All right, we got the excuse me, JBL Travel Moment coming up here at noon, and I think the theme this week is things you might want to think about excursion-wise. Yeah. But, you know, back to what he said last week, you really need to stick to the people. And when we go on these, first of all, when we go on these Escape to Paradises, you are in a secluded area, okay? You are in a safe spot, okay?
Right.
The resort is safe. There are people that will pick you up at the airport so you don't have to mingle around. I mean, the craziest I think I've ever saw it was in Mexico. Remember that? And there was like, I mean, just as soon as you came out of the baggage claim area, there was like just lined up everywhere. And then you came outside, and there was just people everywhere, you know, trying to get you to go on their in their car and their bus and all this other stuff. There was one lady over there with a Tiki Man Radio sign.
And you're like, oh, thank God.
I'm like, nope, I'm going right over here.
There we are.
And we get on the bus, and then he's like, would you like a cold beer? Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
Welcome to Mexico.
Yeah, welcome to Mexico. So, you know, and then once you get to the resort, everything is safe and secure. And so you got to be careful about doing excursions, somebody on the beach, because those people don't work for the resorts. They work for other excursion companies, okay? So you may be off on a different thing. So generally what you do is when you come in, the next morning we all meet down to check in, give them our flight information, leaving, what time we need to be down in the lobby that day and all that stuff to go to the airport and all these things.
Right.
Now, if the bridge falls in like it did this year, might have to go a little earlier, you know, but we all came out of that safe and everything was fine.
Yeah.
But that is very important, you know, you don't want to just, because they're all time coming up to you on the beach, and walking up to you and trying to sell you this and sell you that and all that stuff. So just be careful. Once you go out on your own, you're on your own, but you don't have to. But when you see that video of catching that swordfish,
yeah,
right, and that's what it's all about. It's what about all you guys going in and experiencing these things, maybe going to a place you haven't been before, having a good time. It's your vacation. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, we're going to meet up at the pool every once in a while. We're probably going to go to dinner. We ate more this time than we ever have.
I know that's right. I gained like 10 pounds. 10 pounds.
we had more group dinners this time than we ever have, which was nice. You know, everybody getting together, having a big table, and having food and all that stuff. So it was kind of nice. But looking forward to the Bahamas. You need to get signed up for that. We got to have 25 rooms. Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
$100 reserves your room. You can start paying now, a little bit at a time. You know, we made it easy so you don't have to dump all that money at one time, and just don't cheat yourself out of a good time. Let's go. Bring somebody with you. You got another couple that you want to bring with you. Maybe it's your daughter or your son or whatever. Bring them along, and that helps us get the rooms we need. Okay. Have a family thing while you're down there.
Good.
It's about time Kathy and them get back.
I think so too.
Kathy and Darby, they've slipped back off into their not taking a vacation thing.
No, they need to come.
They need to escape, get away from work.
I know they're on here today.
Yeah, she slid in the chat.
So, Kathy, y'all need to come to this one.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be fun. It's the Bahamas, but we got to get her hair braided.
She won the dancing hip contest in Jamaica.
I know she did. I was there. I remember it.
She was swinging her hips.
Swinging those hips. Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, had a good time. So come along and have some fun with us. That'd be great. Let's see here. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. That helps us out tremendously. We got about
we have 32.
32. That's good. That's good. You guys are doing great. But if you just joined us, go ahead and hit the like button. And let's see here. I was looking at something on here a minute ago. It was kind of hard to keep up with once the show starts rolling here.
Well, the ambassador's saying it's the 5th year anniversary. Let's go.
That's right. It is. Yeah, you're right. That's a good way of looking at it. It's 5th year, and they've been every year.
Yeah.
Okay, every year. So they should get like a massage or something, you know. And let me talk to Joe about that. You know, if you've been every year, every 5 years or something, maybe you get a gold card or something.
A gold card. You just making stuff up.
It's like that watch you get around your 5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
You get a Tiki Man casket or whatever. I don't know.
Tiki Man casket.
That'd be more like your 25th.
That's your 25th year.
Yeah. I don't know. We probably need to do something, but we'll see if we can't.
That's crazy.
Work that in. That'd be great. Now, if you're coming to the summer party, I meant to show you earlier. I don't know if I can still do that. Maybe I can. Let's see here. Let me go over here. There we go. Yeah. All of our great sponsors. Places to stay right over here. Okay. Of course, it's got the, if you're camping out, go to Harrison Bank. Now, I'm telling you right now, you need to book that. We need to wait till July because around the 4th, it starts filling up.
Sadly, it may be booked now, but you can try.
Yeah.
It gets very busy.
But it's a huge park.
You cannot book a Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway because we have that booked.
Yeah, we have that booked for Mark Mulch and the band.
But any other time you're coming to town, you can. And then there's lots of hotels nearby. Now,
yeah, you just click on that button right there, and it'll take you to where all the hotels and stuff are in Ottawa. We recommend Ottawa, not for the traffic by no means, but that is the closest.
Mm-hmm. It is the closest
to
us, and yeah.
So there you go. Places to stay in Key Largo, Key West, all that good stuff. So there we go. Perfect. Simple and easy.
Yeah, simple and easy.
To Paradise 5-year luggage tag.
A 5-year luggage tag.
Yeah, we'll get you a luggage tag.
A gold-plated luggage tag. How about that?
Yeah.
Not gold, just gold-plated.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, put in the chat there. What would be a good... I know that Tim really enjoyed that massage that he got down there. You know, because that's something you have to pay separately for, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's not part of the resort. Because we ran into some guy down there by the pool, and I think he was from Alabama.
No, he was not from Alabama.
He was sat next to it. He said, "Massage? Well, how much that cost? Is it not part of the resort? I thought this is all inclusive."
Oh, well, that guy might have been
sitting there drinking his free drinks that they're bringing him, you know, in the hot sun and all this stuff, you know. Ice cream man going by, you know, free food. They're literally cooking steaks and ribs out by the pool.
No, I know. It was crazy. Steak and ribs.
And he's complaining, right? Well, I thought this was an all-inclusive. That's a ripoff.
Oh, please.
Well, you don't have to go, you know. But I know Tim really enjoyed it, and so maybe we can work out something like that.
Michelle said, "Yes, buddy, he did."
Yes, he did.
Tim was very happy.
Very happy, yeah.
Well, I don't want to ask.
Okay. All right. Enough of that. So yeah, we'll figure out something. We got to do something. We got to do something special for somebody that's made it all 5 years. To my knowledge, it's only us and Michelle Myers and Tim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be great. Those that went 4 years and not going the 5th year, you got cheated out, man. I'm just telling you, you could have got that luggage tag.
Could have got that luggage tag.
Yeah, buddy.
Those are limited edition.
That's right. Not everybody gets their own luggage tag, okay? I'll just let you know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. We'll figure out something. So we're doing hot dogs. Now, I love slaw dogs. Okay, I got to have coleslaw on my hot dog.
Yeah, I expressly told that to Kevin.
And I don't know if we got hamburgers or anything like that, but...
no, we're just doing hot dogs. We're not going to make it complicated.
Okay. Because these things turn into like, hey, it's going to be... I got up this morning, I put my swimming trunks on, right?
Yeah, as soon as you put your swimming trunks on, I said, It's a pool day.
It's a pool day.
So I put on my swimming trunks.
And then immediately she says chicken kebabs. I'm like, well, that sounds like I'm going to be standing at the grill all day.
So then I was like, okay, let's not complicate it. Let's just make hot dogs.
Yeah, let's don't do that. I think a fun idea. Let's see.
Yes, B-Man. Minced onions is good on your hot dog.
Oh, yeah. Got to have minced onions.
I like a loaded chili dog.
Yeah. We had a hot dog machine.
We still have it, don't we?
You know, last time Tim plugged it up, it like
popped every breaker in the building.
Yeah, popped every breaker. I need to get that out and work on it and see.
Yeah, something's wrong with it.
There's always something to work on. Always something to work on. I come up yesterday after spending a half a day outside to come up and get some tea, and one of the lights on the stove was out. You know, you got two little lights over the stove, and I'm like, damn it. Let me fix that right quick.
That reminds me, I got to fix mine. Mine's out.
He sees that all the time, and he's like, then he stops what he's doing and to go fix something, and I'm like, okay.
I'm telling you, man, I walk through this house and a light bulb will go out. It's like, I'm over here.
B-Man said, "Is the luggage tag is an RV sized luggage tag?"
He's still waiting me to put in the breaker so he can pack.
Yes,
Listen,
yes,
that thing
you
is
need
as
that.
long as a house.
Well, he needs that.
Yeah.
So that the cats don't melt in the
Well, it was hot.
It was hot. It was very hot. Yes, Mo. Mustard is a must. Mustard.
Gotta have mustard.
You know what I put
like
on my
chili.
hot dog if there's no chili? I put
that's a chili dog.
Mayonnaise and mustard. No ketchup, just mayonnaise and mustard.
Mama's relish.
Relish is
I
good.
Put my mama's
Relish is always good. It's got to be dill.
Yeah,
I don't like sweet.
I love sweet zucchini relish.
Yeah, your mama's. Oh my God. Yeah, your mama's
I
is
like
great.
the dill.
Jesus Christ, we sat here and ate a whole jar of it one day.
Yeah,
no crackers, no none, just by the fork full.
B-Dog left here and said, I ain't never taking none of that over there. They eat every damn bit of it.
I may bring some over today.
Oh boy, you might get some today.
You may get some.
You just can't stop.
No.
You can't stop eating it.
So the one request I had for before you go, I have to have the recipe.
Yeah.
So she has gifted it to me. So
very good.
So I can make it in the future.
Well,
the recipe.
My mom literally took the recipe for Mama's Mater juice to the grave. She just refused.
She did.
She refused to tell us.
Yes, she did. She refused to tell us, and that's sad to me because.
Yeah.
And then at the end, she wasn't able to tell anybody anything. So.
Yeah.
You have any jars left?
No.
I do.
You do?
I've got some hidden back here. You know, they're sealed up.
Those you can never have. You can never open them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
The secret is right there.
I've got a couple jars in there.
Do you really?
I do.
In the back closet?
I still got a couple of bottles of my dad's homemade wine in there.
Now, we tried some of that. Shoot, that's like, man. That's like a turpentine.
It's like opening up a time capsule. You know?
We did try that one time. We opened up a bottle of his dad's old wine, and God only knows how old it was.
Don't mind a little dust on the bottle.
Yeah.
And this particular wine did not age well. I was like, shoot,
I can't tell you how important them corks are, you know, but now, a couple things real quickly before we get to, we got a couple of minutes here. The summer party, you know, I have built a lot of shade around the tiki bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So the whole area around the tiki bar from the backside and the side to the left is all in shade now.
Yeah, he has
actually built
put an
a roof
extension and roofed it and everything.
I got the XKG 9000 umbrella.
Yeah.
That's 24 foot long.
And then he built a table around it.
Clearance signs, you know, so the tall people know what the clearance level is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be Rick and Dan. Rick and Dan.
That's the only two people we got to worry about.
Yeah, and then we're going to put the double tent that we have down in Panama City. We're going to pop it up and put the two tables that normally have umbrellas underneath it. Oh. So it's going to be in shade as well.
Yeah.
So all kinds of cool things going on.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
It does, you know, by the time that party happens, it's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. All right. right. Well, let's get to the Travel Minute here with JBL.
And now it is time for the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo with JBL Travel Group. JBL Travel Group is the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. You can reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. And now get ready to learn something new about travel. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group, a cruise planners franchise.
Hold on, everybody. Let me fix this right quick. For some reason, we got half of Joe. All right, hold on a minute. There we go. There we go. All right.
Hey, good morning. Happy weekend. Today, I want to talk about 7 things that you might regret on the days that your cruise ship is in port. This was an article that was recently published in one of our cruise magazines and had some really good information in it. Some of the points I probably touched on other episodes, but it's worth repeating. So there's 7 things. First one is not double checking the onboard time. Number 2 is not pre-booking tours and excursions. Number 3 is not being prepared, and I'll get into that a little later. Not setting an alarm to get up, and skipping that souvenir that you were eyeing at one of those ports, and staying on board or not staying on board when you're in a port, and last but not least, not trying the local food and drink. So let's dive right in. So first of all, not double checking the onboard times. You heard me say in the past, if you're not back on the ship in time, you're going to miss the boat. No pun intended. The onboard times are posted at the end of the gangway when you get off. They're also in the daily activity sheet. They might differ from the ones that you saw when you originally booked the cruise. So you have to make sure that you double check those onboard times, because if you miss that ship, you're looking at either getting to the next port or, at worst case scenario, getting yourself home. So that's very important for anybody that's going to be on a cruise. Not booking a tour and excursion. If you really have your heart set on doing something in a specific port, book that excursion right away. These excursions sell out. Now, a lot of times we like to wing it. I know I do it a lot of times because I don't really have anything specific I want to do. And then I'll wing it and hire a local taxi cab. But if there's something specific you want to do, like swimming with the pigs or swimming with the dolphins, or you want to go snorkeling off of St. Thomas, there's a limited amount of spaces, so you want to make sure that you book that far enough in advance or you may miss out on it. The other thing I said, number 3, was not being prepared. Make sure that you're ready with a bag when you're ready to get off the ship. 2 important things you must have with you is your room key card and an ID. 9 times out of 10, you don't have to get off with your passport, but at least your photo driver's license, because they're going to check as you're coming back on the ship. A, to make sure you're on that ship, so you need your key card, and B, that you are who you say you are by having a photo ID. But make sure that you also have sunscreen, maybe a dry change of clothes, just in a little carry-on shoulder bag when you're there, so that if you go swimming, you're not sitting in a wet bathing suit riding back to the hotel in a bus. Also remember that sometimes the buses are air conditioned, and because of the weather there and because it's warm, sometimes the buses could be a little chilly, and the ladies especially, I know, like to carry a little sweater or a jacket. I always bring a poncho with me, one of those disposable fold-up ponchos. A lot of times they have them available as you're leaving the ship to go into port. And so if you don't have one, grab one. They're a couple of dollars, throw them in your backpack. And I also generally carry an umbrella, because you don't know if there's going to be, a rainstorm that's going to happen in the middle of the day, and you're stuck out on the beach or something. So just make sure you're prepared and that you have stuff packed in that box, in that little bag. Also, a bottle of water. So the next thing is not setting your alarm. That was number 4. Not setting an alarm is really crucial if you are planning to go ashore and if you have an early morning excursion. So don't forget to set your alarm to make sure you're up in time so you can be down there for departure, because if you miss the excursion and the time and the meeting place, you actually have missed taking that trip, and you're not going to get your money back. So make sure that you do set an alarm. Remember to make sure, if you're using your phone, to make sure that your phone is set to the ship time, because a lot of times while you're sailing, you'll go ahead an hour or behind an hour, and your phone is not going to change times unless you're off of the airplane mode and on a Wi-Fi network in a local port. So you must go in and manually change that so that you're on the same time as the ship if you're going to use your phone to set the alarm. The next thing, number 5, was skipping that souvenir that you were looking at. You know, a lot of times people go there, they see this souvenir, they really, really like it, but they think they're going to get it someplace else cheaper at another port, only to find out that that was really the only place that you could get it. Anyway, long story short, if you see something you really like, make sure that you grab it when you see it, if it's something you really want. Number 6 was staying on board or not staying on board. I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but there are times when you're going to want to get off the ship and explore a port, and there are times that you know you've been to that port already. There's really nothing you want to do there, so you don't want to get off. Personally, you know, when I visit certain ports like Nassau, St. Thomas, I've been there so many times. I like to take advantage of that day and stay on the ship because the pool is empty to grab any seat you want. The spa is empty. I can go for a massage. I can go to the thermal spa. And it's kind of like having the ship to yourself. And you'll find there's a lot of other cruisers that are going to do the same thing. So the decision is, do I stay on? Do I get off? If it's really a port you want to see, get off and enjoy yourself. And number 7, the last one, make sure when you get off the ship that you indulge and enjoy the local culture and the local foods and the local drinks. Now, if you have specific dietary restrictions or you're a very picky eater, then this might not be a great thing for you. But there are some local specialties that I'm sure you can find that you would like that are specific to that destination. Like if you go to San Juan, you have to try the rum. If you're in Barcelona in Spain, you want to try tapas. Or if you're in the Bahamas, you want to try conch, whether that's a conch fritter or whatever. But check out the local food and the drink. It's a great way to get yourself involved in the local culture and the experience. Anyway, this has been Joe Leo with this week's Travel Minute. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I look forward to talking to you real soon. Take care.
Thanks, Joe. You've been listening to the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, winner of the 2024 Magellan Awards of Excellence. Each week, Joe takes you through the ins and outs of the travel industry and gives you ideas about travel that you never even thought about. If you're looking to take a trip, book a cruise, or a special event, then reach out to Joe Leo at JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. This hour of the show is brought to you by JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio, an organizer for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise every year in May, where we go island hopping around the Caribbean. JBL Travel Company specializes in cruises and all-inclusive resorts for family vacations, group travel, destination weddings, and honeymoons for over 10 years. You should always take the Tiki Man's advice and travel with somebody you know. Reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. Make sure you check out the JBL Travel Minute every Sunday at noon on Tiki Man Radio. During Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, you learn something new every week. That's JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. Goaltending services, our good friends Gypsy Travels will take you out to the sandbars of the Florida Keys. It's time to get off the bar stools and get on another bar, a sandbar, with Gypsy Travels and GTS Charters. And now with Goaltending Services Outfitters, you can get the equipment you need, you can get the apparel you need, grab you some drinks and some souvenirs. That's Goaltending Services, the elite place to be if you're going to a sandbar or being on the water in the Florida Keys. Reach out to them today. Goaltending Services. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. Make sure you visit the newly opened Goaltending Outfitters upstairs from the Hurricane Hole Restaurant at the dock. GTS Charters and Goaltending Outfitters. There's no better place to be in the Florida Keys.
Stay alive. There's nothing told me I'm living. I don't believe in your systems. Come off the grid with me now. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. Oh yeah, better believe it. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There is a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. I'll be right there, right behind you. So glad we have almost made it. So sad they have faded. Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah. Everybody wants to rule the world. But only God is a ruler. I can't stand this indecision. Married with a lack of vision. Everybody wants to rule the world.
talking to you, big man up there. I want you to know this. I don't look God, I don't look God.
That's right. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Made you and me out of his own
Little reggae version of that.
I
Ken
love
Booth.
it. I love it.
So yeah, Joe's talking about, you know, you get out to the locals, you know, on these excursions. You meet the locals, and they're always nice because they're taking your money. But you don't want to venture off, you know, and maybe go get a Bloody Mary in some little town. And become a Verona, you know, be sick for 2 days.
Oh my gosh, bless her. She was.
Or as Uncle Alex,
Uncle
Alex says, don't go off somewhere and drink some strange Bloody Marys. You know, it might not be good for you. So.
I was, oh my gosh, when she got sick, I knew exactly what it was from.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, things to think about for this trip. You know, set some money aside for the excursion. Go out and have some fun. You got to do, you know, 12 hours. To me, that's too much. You know, we did a lot in one day.
We did.
And I mean, I had to take a nap. But when they went and looked at the sloth through the telescope, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
He drank a beer and took a nap.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Walk down through the jungle, and there's a guy with a telescope looking way up in the woods, and the sloth's going. That's all he did.
Yeah, well, because they don't move very fast.
Yeah.
They don't move.
Takes him like 2 days to go down and pee or something, doesn't it?
Yeah. They go down and pee and poop, and then they bury it, and then they climb back up.
Yeah, a week later, they go back.
They climb back up.
Nobody has a slower moving life.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Michelle said, "Oh, you had fun, Danny. So hush." Yeah.
Well, it was an experience. I'll give you that. But
hey, and
at
listen.
At least I went.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I got to get credit here. I mean, I should get my own damn luggage tag. Because
there you go.
You know, I went on the excursion. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal because there are a lot of times that you just don't go.
Well, I'm kind of like Joe. Joe says, you know, listen. I've been to all these places, so when the ship docks and everybody goes off the ship, he sits out by the pool, right? That's me.
I will say, I'm not going to lie, when we saw the pictures, we're like, oh my God, she did get Danny to go on that hike.
Yeah.
I did.
And I went all the way.
Because when she said she bought you new shoes for it, I'm like, there's a pair of shoes that are never going to be put on his feet. You think he's going to exchange those for or his flip-flops for those? No.
Yeah.
And I was shocked.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
I was proud of you.
Yeah, I did
I was proud of him. He did
he
it.
stepped outside his comfort zone.
He went all the way. He went on the entire thing.
Yeah.
And not everybody went on the full hike down. So.
That was impressive. Those pictures were...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really...
It was 74 miles down to that waterfall.
No, it wasn't, but it felt like it because
it did feel like it.
You go all the way down and it,
coming back
you
up,
gotta
you're
come
like,
back up.
Whew.
You know, there's another hike actually fairly local here that is similar to that. It's, it's Cloudland Canyon, and they have these stairs that go all the way down to the waterfall and to the little river, Creek River.
What is it?
Cloudland Canyon.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that? Big River Fall. What is that? Up 111. What is that?
Fall Creek Falls?
Fall Creek Falls. Yeah.
Fall Creek Falls.
It's kind of similar, same thing.
Yeah, there's a
if
lot of...
If there's a waterfall, you're going to have to go down to it.
Yeah, you got to go down. And then you got to climb back up.
Yeah, especially around here in the mountains and all that good stuff. But yeah, take some money. You need to take money for tips, okay? So, you know, get you a bunch of 5s and a bunch of 1s. And
we've been doing this for a while, so Danny and I, how much do we usually? It's like
I took $500 this year.
Yeah, $500, and we get most of it in 1s and in 5s, and
we didn't spend it this year.
No, we didn't spend it all.
In there, but.
Good, you can give. I only gave Kevin $10. I thought I had a 20, so you can give him some more.
We got it. We got up our tip money, but Yeah, take some money for tips. Take you some money for excursions, maybe some souvenirs, something like that. If you go ahead and start now and pay the trip off, then you can start putting money aside for that. We got a whole year. We got a whole year to plan this, okay? So you procrastinators out there, and I know there's a lot of you, it'll be here just like that. So you got to start planning now. Trying to help you out here. Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll have to look at the Bahamas and see. I got to tell you, this is the biggest thing out of coming out of Costa Rica, because I was not happy about the beach in Costa Rica.
I loved it.
I want to go down. The Dominican spoiled us.
Yeah, you loved. That was your favorite beach.
Oh my God, that beach was fantastic. The water was perfect. It was, there's people out there on canopies and. They're bringing you, would you like another drink? Yeah, that'd be great, man. And, it was just fantastic. And that's what you want. I love Costa Rica. I would, like we said earlier, go to the other side of the island.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they waited till they took us on that long trip back to the airport to take us through the tour.
where Bill Gates has his beautiful resort.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, well, here's all the good roads, all this stuff.
The good roads are over this way.
We had a great shuttle driver taking us to the airport. He was fantastic. And I always sit up front if I can, sit up front with the driver.
Michelle says, don't forget the tips for the artist at the summer party.
That's right.
That's right. Good point, Michelle. And thank you, Michelle Myers. She's been doing all the bios for the artist and putting those together and sending them out and posting those, spotlighting all the artists. Great job. She's been doing that the last 2-3 years, and she's really on it. So thank you so much for that. But yes, bring tip money for the summer party for the artist. Mark Mulch and his band will be here on the brand new big stage.
That's right.
Okay. That will be put together if it kills me. Because there's this thing with the roofing. So the shingles that I originally put on the tiki bar or whatever, you can't find the damn things. You can't find them. And I had to order them from Lowe's. And they're not the exact same color. And it drove me crazy. But by that time, I was like, listen, I've been dealing with this roof it's just a small roof. It's a small roof, but I can't tell you how aggravating that is, because I just wanted to slap those shingles up there and be done with it and move on to the next project. So I got to extend the roof, not far, because it had such an overhang, maybe 2-3 feet, something like that. So it's not going to be that many shingles, but that portion of the roof may be a little different color, because you just can't get the damn shingles.
Yeah, eventually you'll have thatch on it anyway.
Yeah, we need to put thatch on it and cover it all up anyway. So
every time we get the thatch, it blows off the thatch off the roof.
We blew the thatch off the roof. What are you not sure about?
They want to know how many people were in Mark's band.
I have no idea. He's bringing extra people, which is one reason that I screwed up and told him, like 6 months ago, I was going to make the stage bigger. And he's like, great, I'm going to bring 12 people. I'm like, dang.
You're like, oh, God.
We have our horn section.
Yeah. So that's been in the back of my mind the whole time.
Horn section.
There was one day where I'm like, I'm just going to tear this whole stage down and put 10 over there.
That's what. Seriously, he almost did. He's like, I'm just going to put the 10 over there. Because,
hell with it.
Yeah, the hell with it. Tear it all down.
Yeah, to tear it all down.
I was like, oh my gosh.
The inner part of me inside is like, you can't do that.
You can't do that. No, you gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going.
Keep going. And that stage was originally built for Jim Asbell.
Well, and here's the other part. So Friday, I went and got all the stuff that I needed so I wouldn't have to leave.
Right.
And then I go out there Saturday morning, first thing, and take all the old carpet that I had on top of it off, start cleaning things up. And then I got ready to start framing, and I realized that I had a subfloor under there.
Oh.
And
forgot about that.
I forgot about it because when I had to throw that stage together, I was still building all this, the stairs and everything over here. This was back in 2020.
Yeah.
And we weren't having the summer party that year. We had the party that never happened party. But when he said they wanted to come up, like, listen, man, we're stir crazy here. I need to get together with my guys and play some music. And I'm like, well, I guess I need to build a stage. So I threw that stage together, and you couldn't get the OSB, which is the stuff that you normally put on roofs and things of that nature. You couldn't get it at that time because what happened that year was a tornado came through in April.
Yep.
And March is when they shut everything down. And then the tornado happened, and you because of supplies, what supplies they did get went to all the tornado victims. So that was all I could get. And it was flimsy, and and I told him, I'm like, this is the best I could do on short notice. I mean, there's just no material. But then I'm out there the other day, I'm like, damn it, I forgot about that subfloor. And so now you're faced with you take it all up, or you find the subfloor and put it down, and that's what I had to go do.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nothing is easy. Nothing. Try to plan ahead, because that's the biggest part. When you're building something out here, you don't want to have to leave and go get nothing.
Right.
So all week long, you're trying to plan, okay, I need to get this 2x6, I need to get that 2x8, I need to do this, I need to do that. And then I got out there and started framing it out, and I thought, hell, that ain't going to take up much room. Let's just go ahead and make it bigger. I mean, I just want to be done with it. I want to do it right, because if I didn't, there's this thing about me y'all don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But there's this thing that if I cut one corner, it drives me crazy. Everybody else is like, oh, man, it looks great. And in my mind, I'm like, I should have fixed that. Or I should have done that, or whatever. It drives me crazy. So might as well do it right and move on. Is them hot dogs ready yet? Everybody want a hot dog?
Yeah, I do now. You've been talking about them.
Mo, your sister is here.
Oh.
Ann is out there.
Ann's here. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, I texted Ann. I said, we got hot dogs and watermelon. Come on.
Yeah. We're going to have to lay off the crystals, honey. We just can't do crystals anymore.
Well, just for a few weeks.
Well, the problem is Julie was here and she bought 75 of them.
Yeah.
And then we had them in the refrigerator.
And then we had to eat them all the rest of the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God.
It's the most crystals we've had in years.
Yeah. And then Ann brought us some, and I was like, yay, crystals.
Yeah. Well, you're hungry, you won't eat, but
I almost played a joke on you and bring you back some White Castle.
White Castles.
I have never had a White Castle.
Well, you can get them right up here in Food City.
I hear that. Well, that's not the same.
It is.
It's not.
It is the same thing they cook in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And it tastes like that, too, like an old frozen hamburger.
There's a reason they call it a slider.
Well,
There's a White
I
Castle
think
in
it's the
Nashville.
same as I think it's the same as a crystal, except for it has mayonnaise on it instead. Does it have mayonnaise and a pickle instead of onions and mustard?
It's actually cooked on a bed of onions. It's like an onion. The burger's an onion.
It's an onion burger.
Yeah.
I see.
Which reminds me,
I've never had one.
have they built the Whataburger yet? Does anybody know?
No.
I don't know.
It's in East Ridge. They tore down.
Yeah, they were gonna. Yeah,
What
they
was
were
that
gonna.
restaurant they tore down?
I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember the
It's
name.
right by Champy's there.
Yeah.
Wally's.
Wally's.
There
Yeah.
you go.
They tore down Wally's, and they'd been there forever and a day.
I loved Wally's, but I like the one downtown better.
I wouldn't go there anymore if I was you.
What's that? Oh, never mind. Then I won't go there. Now I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there if I was you.
The one downtown was my favorite.
East Ridge is building all kinds of cool stuff over there.
Well, the exit is.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go through East Ridge.
No.
Speed limit 15. Or they'll do something stupid like 17 and a half.
Yeah.
That's the speed limit.
We laughed
17 and a
at that.
half.
We laughed at that. We was in Nashville and they said speed limit 24.
24, yeah.
And we're like, not 23, not 25, 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
24.
Just a trap.
It is.
But, you know, but the Whataburger, what they've done is done a great job of the exit there. They're basically the Welcome to Tennessee exit. I mean, they got a new welcome center there. They got a new exit to get back onto the interstate, all this stuff. I mean,
that's where Top Golf and Bass Pro Shops and everything and their brothers over there now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got this new tune here from Donnie Brewer and Robin Tricker.
Oh.
Okay, this one's called It's My Drunk Day. This one's for the ladies.
For the ladies.
Yeah.
Hey, girls. Why is it always about the boys? Right. I mean, why do they get to have all the fun? Seriously. I'm just so sick of being, sober? Preach. Gotta fill my cup up like it's my birthday. Buckle up, buttercup. You better be ready. Gonna need a backup. I'm feeling really thirsty. Giddy up, 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 up. 'Cause it's my drunk day.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I'ma let you know what's up. Gonna get to drinking.
Hey, let's go bottoms up.
No, not what you're thinking. Gonna rock this solo cup. Fill it up with Cabernet. I'm a clock, just wind me up. 'Cause it's my drunk day. Doesn't have to be a Friday, Friday. Doesn't have to be my birthday, birthday. Doesn't have to be a party, party. It's my turn to paint this town. So don't you bring me down. Better fill my cup up, 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 up. 'Cause it's my drunk day.
Alright, I get it now. Let's see. It's time to belly up. The boys are ready.
You better just back it up. Tonight's about the ladies.
Wait a minute, just hold up. What you trying to say?
Hold my purse and just shut up, boy. 'Cause it's my drunk day. Doesn't have to be a Friday, Friday. Doesn't have to be my birthday, birthday. Doesn't have to be a party, party. It's my turn to paint this town. So don't you bring me down. Better fill my cup up, 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 up. 'Cause it's my drunk day. Woo! I get it up, I got a cup. It's my drunk day. And my cup better fill it up, boy. Come on, get it up. It's my drunk day. And my cup better fill it up, boy. Come on, get it up. It's my drunk day.
Hey, baby, I hear what you're trying to say. But hey, there's a better way. If we do an Uber, we can all have a drunk day.
Doesn't have to be a Friday, Friday. Doesn't have to be my birthday, birthday. Doesn't have to be a party, party. It's my turn to paint this town. So don't you bring me down. Just fill my cup up, 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 up. 'Cause it's my drunk day. Woo!
It's a drunk day.
That's right. We can all have a drunk day. Cheers, y'all.
Hi, it's Kurt from Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and you're listening to Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
Chewing on some gummies, damn these things are yummy. Pass another honey, I feel my worries drifting away. Oh, they're drifting away. is sounding awesome, playing all the old songs that take my mind back to the day. All the good old days. Flying neath the Milky Way with sand on my toes, past the fatty to the moon, don't wanna smoke it alone. Tonight we're getting lit, brighter than the fireflies. Hell, even the tide got high. I think I'm gonna need another margarita. Funny how they treat ya when they know your name at the bar and got the keys to your car. Let's take it up a level, roll me something special. My salty feet'll nestle, then find my way back in your arms by the light of the stars. Flying neath the Milky Way with sand on my toes, past the fatty to the moon, don't wanna smoke it alone. Tonight we're getting lit, brighter than the fireflies. Hell, even the tide got high. Whoa, yo, another bottle of rum. Before the night is over, we'll all be in love. 'Cause we're flying neath the Milky Way with sand on our toes, past the fatty to the moon, gonna get him real stoned. Yeah, tonight he's got the waves dancing like the fireflies. Flying neath the Milky Way with sand on my toes, past the fatty to the moon, don't wanna smoke it alone. Yeah, tonight we're getting lit, brighter than the fireflies. Hell, even the tide got high. Got
Hey everybody, this is Sunshine.
And meteorologist Doug.
You're listening to Tiki Man Radio on TikiManRadio.com.
Kindred spirits, take a look around. Treasure you seek, you have it right now. Brothers and sisters, raise your glass. Throw your cash to the wind, come and sing and dance. Mermaids and pirates have salt in our soul. See, she guides us, adventure in our bones. Sailing over the horizon, faraway islands, yes we have. Mermaids and pirates, mermaids and pirates. We all have our ships to sail. Won't let the dark waters prevail. Rum on our breath, we leave it all behind.
weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Sundays, it's The Big Show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time. Streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. After The Big Show, it's Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Michelle. Recorded live from Key West. Later that afternoon, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Rick the Stick. You never know where he's going to pop up. On the Road with Rick the Stick, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Island Time every Sunday. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou, streaming live on the GTS Live Cam from the Legends Studio in Ottawa, Tennessee, from 7 to 9 p.m. Friday, starting at 7 p.m., it's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings, starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun. That's right. Have some fun. That's what it's all about. And so I've come into possession of archives of Casey Kasem.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm thinking about maybe doing, because these are back, way back there into the 70s.
Oh,
so I'm thinking about doing, they're about 3 hours, count down the top 40.
Yeah.
So you'd have to start like about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and let it play. You guys let me know what you think about that. I mean, if you like Jukebox Saturday, I'm always looking for things to add to Jukebox Saturday. I've actually got a bunch of clips from Myrtle Beach back in the 60s and 70s from some of the DJs there.
Wow.
That I'm going to be adding to it. But if you'd like to have a, I don't know, I've got probably 40 of them.
Ooh.
So if the computer will hold the space,
that's a lot of space.
You could play Casey Kasem's top 40 from say 1974 or 75 or
Man,
whatever.
that would be cool.
Yeah, maybe start at 7 o'clock in the morning and it would play till 10, and then the regular Jukebox Saturday would continue or whatever. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. And if that's something, maybe we can try it and see if you like it. If you don't, I can always take it out or whatever. But those were cool because Casey Kasem was the man.
Oh, yeah.
And not only did he have the song of the week or whatever it was, the top 40, he had all the backstories.
Yeah. No, he did the long story. This is your long distance dedication.
Yeah, here's your long distance dedication from Merle to Sherry in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So I forgot about the long distance dedications. But yeah, maybe we do that. And I don't know, maybe start it at 6 o'clock in the morning. And because, like I say, there's about 3 hours, count down the top 40.
Maybe that could be a Saturday night.
Or I could do clips from it.
Yeah.
This week, 1972, the top, number 12 is this, that, whatever. Maybe I can do clips of them and not have to do a whole show.
Yeah.
But it's always something to do. I didn't hear what the question was. Okay, the question was, would you like to have the top 40 Casey Kasem archives playing on Jukebox Saturday? That's the question. Michelle Myers. I was listening to some of them this week, and man, it's just golden. It's golden radio.
It is.
What you guys got coming up on your show this week?
This week we're going to wrap up our CMA Fest activities, talk about all the music and the artists that we talked to, met, and Lou's finishing working on a video and that sort of thing. So hopefully we can get CMA Fest wrapped up and move on.
Yeah, that was like 6 months ago, wasn't it?
Wasn't that long ago.
It seems your time is just moving so fast, man.
It is. It is. But yeah, it hasn't been that long.
Like if you I was looking at some of those videos from Costa Rica. That seems like a year ago now.
Yeah, we've figured out what we're going to end up doing because we did so many interviews. Is we're just cutting out those interviews, and then as time goes on, when we don't have a guest or something, we may play one of those interviews in place of it.
That's a good idea.
So, but she's doing a highlight reel that she's working on right now, and plus, like I said, we're going to play the music.
Yeah. Well, that'd be good. That'd be good. It's been a week or so since you've been on, so I didn't know if you tore your studio out again.
No, not yet. No. So, but I will tell you, after this week's show, there won't be a show the following week because we'll be traveling to the Ambassadors retreat.
Oh yeah, the 4th of July party.
Yeah.
I think this is the last year of that.
Yeah, the last one, and then after that, we will be back on our regular scheduled programming.
It looks like I'm going to be. Looks like I'm going to be working right up to the party. Luckily, I think 4th of July is a Friday this year, isn't it?
Let me double check that. I don't. It might be, actually.
I think it is.
I think you're right. Yes, it is.
A Friday, yeah.
I want to try to have everything wrapped up by then, so we can enjoy it. It'll be kind of good. This place is killing me.
Is it?
Let's see here. So Brad's giving me updates about the race.
Oh, is the race on already?
No, the Pocono race today may be a rain delay.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, raining up in the mountains of the Poconos. Dale Jr. had to...
Oh, Dale Jr. By the way, Brad, I watched that with your daddy.
Oh, yeah, we did watch that.
We watched the documentary Earnhardt.
Yeah.
All 4 episodes?
Yes, we did, and it was actually very, very good.
She didn't want to watch
I
it.
did not. I fought him all the way. I was like, why do I have to sit here and watch this stupid thing?
It was very good.
Actually, it was extremely good.
Yeah.
Definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Junior did a good job with that.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
A lot of information in there that people may or may not have known, and a lot of backstory of this and that, and it wasn't necessarily...
And then it reminded me, because I had forgotten that I had watched that race the day he died. And I had forgotten all about that.
I won't forget it. I was in a... we had flew into Buffalo, New York for a meeting. And I was pissed off that they had a meeting the day they had, it's kind of like they wanted you to come in on Sunday and then kind of like have a quick meeting to talk about how the week's going to go. Like we care. Like we don't really care. Okay, tomorrow's the meeting. It's Sunday. It's travel day. But we had to hurry up and get there and then get into this meeting. And then finally, whoever was doing the meeting said, okay, I'm going to go watch the Daytona 500. And I'm like, yes, and I'm out of here. And, we didn't know, because you didn't know right away that Earnhardt got killed when the race was over with.
No, you didn't.
You didn't know that right away, because I remember being in the elevator and people were like, what's the shame about Earnhardt? And I'm like, what? So yeah, he got killed. And I'm like, because it didn't look that bad.
Right.
At the time. But, yeah, that's where I was at.
My brother, not my brother, I have a friend who was actually at that race. So he talks about it constantly. He's just amazed because he's a big NASCAR fan. He goes, it just amazes me that he goes, my first Daytona 500 I ever got to attend. And he goes, and that was Dale Earnhardt's last.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Julie watched it. I made her watch it. I called her one day because, this is, because we talk about mowing the yard.
She says that she actually chimed in and said it was amazing.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, she does this thing where mows the yard on a weekend. And she's like, well, every day's a weekend for me right now. Because I'm like, you gotta get all that stuff done before the weekend, right? And she's like, every day's a weekend. I'm like, so I called her when I was like, since every day's a weekend, I want you to watch this. So she did.
She said, you didn't make me, but she did it.
I know, I asked her
and
to.
It was really good.
I said, I think you really would watch it. Because not only that, but it's a...
Well, he made me watch it, but I'm glad for it.
A twisted side of that whole thing is about relationships sons and dads and you know, family and you know,
Yeah. Yes.
and all that stuff, you know. So, yeah. So she did watch it.
It was really good. I was glad I watched it.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's a documentary on Prime. Right now, I think today's the last day Prime is broadcasting the races. This is kind of new for them. You know, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you go on to Prime Video, you can see at the top it says live shows or live TV. They have a whole lineup of stuff in there.
Yeah, they do.
And right now they're doing all the racing, and when they're not doing a race, they're doing a replay of a race from, you know, 2003 or 2008 or what is really cool. But on there is the Earnhardt documentary, and it's a 4-part documentary, and it's really good if you're into that kind of thing. Half the people on here is like, I don't watch that.
Julie says, you didn't make me.
Cars going round in a circle.
I know.
Left turn.
You know,
Left turn.
I like racing, but not to the extent that the Tiki Man and Bahama Brad like it. And, you know, I don't, you know. So, but I do remember.
Well, everybody's got their thing.
Everybody's got their thing. But I do
Mo is
remember.
basketball.
That's right.
You know, some people watch fishing, and
right.
and that just drives me crazy. Like, look at them sons of bitches out there fishing. It's kind of like when you go to work, you're driving and going to work every morning. There's always these bastards out here in the boats.
You just got
6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Assholes.
Yeah, look at them. They're like
fishing for a living.
They're just waving at you like suckers.
Yeah.
Oh man, but.
Yeah, everybody's got their thing, but I do remember lots of instances that were in the movie, even that were in that documentary of when I was, you know, growing up, and people would watch, you know, NASCAR and Richard Petty, of course, was in there, and I always thought he was handsome, and he had a beautiful smile. I did. I thought he was a handsome man with a beautiful smile.
Look at him now. He looks like he weighs about 105 pounds.
I know.
He's tall and skinny, and
well, he got old. We all do.
And that's with the cowboy hat on.
Yeah, he got old. We all do. But
I was
and
late to
the
the
belt
game.
buckle.
I was late to the game, but I learned really fast while watching that documentary why everybody hated Earnhardt so much.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny now because there's a couple of these kids right now that are getting the same attention.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you know, they're wrecking everybody, and they're coming on and they're doing this and doing that or whatever, and that's how he started out.
Yeah.
You know,
if you were in front of him, hold on.
Julie said, "Daddy, I'm going to call you about my dishwasher. It's making a loud humming noise."
Well, you got to clean them dishwashers out every once in a while.
Yeah, you do.
Listen, there's a filter down there in the bottom of that dishwasher.
You got to basically take it apart.
You got to take it out, get your shop vac in there because it gets glass and it gets all kinds of stuff up in there. You know, something breaks or, you know, grind or dirt or whatever. You got to clean those filters, those dishwashers out. If your dishwasher is not cleaning properly, 9 times out of 10, it's that damn filter in there.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
See, Michelle she said the same thing about Richard Petty that I did. I always thought he was a handsome fella.
Well, those guys were tough.
Suave and debonair.
You know, all these drivers now, you know, they don't go to the garage and work on the cars and stuff like they did back then. They were just tough as nails. And they didn't work out and go to the gym and do all of that stuff. You know, Cale Yarborough and all them. You know, and Richard Petty considered the king because he won 200 races. But back then, they were racing on Tuesdays and Thursdays and you know.
Anywhere they could.
Anywhere they could, you know, so.
And they'd get into the car with a Marlboro hanging out of their mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle.
There's a good race car name.
Dick Trickle.
Yeah, if you're going to be a race car driver, be Dick Trickle.
And it is confirmed they are going to have a Fast and the Furious 2.
Well, now we've got another race.
Days of Thunder 2. I'm sorry, Days of Thunder 2.
We got another race car driver with a crazy name, kind of like Dick Trickle, is Allmendinger.
Allmendinger.
AJ Allmendinger.
This is AJ Allmendinger.
Almendinger.
Almendinger. That is a funny name.
He's a trackside reporter now, isn't he?
No, he's still racing.
Is he still racing?
Yeah, he's still racing. Almendinger.
Oh, that's too funny.
Not to be confused with I'm a dinger. RP is still Purdy.
Richard Petty is still Purdy.
Oh, still
yes,
Purdy.
he is.
Julie said, I already did that. It's the motor.
Oh, well, listen, this house is falling apart. She just had it built.
Oh, wow.
You know, it was their passion. That's right. It was their passion. They were,
It was a passion. Now it's a business. It's strictly business and no love for the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Earnhardt said, he's trying to beat the guy in front of him or the one behind him. It's like me when I drive through 75.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, slow down. I'm like, we're winning.
I'm like, I don't want to win this race. I don't want to win this race.
Wasn't he the one that said second place is just the first loser?
She's like, we're on two wheels. I'm like, no, we're not. We're fine. We're fine.
I'm drafting.
I'm drafting. I can't get up there. We can't win if I'm not in front.
That's right.
Shoot.
Where was we? Always coming back from the funeral. And we drove through Chattanooga.
Yeah.
At 75 miles an hour. Didn't stop one bit. Was it from the funeral?
It was from the funeral.
I don't know about that, because there was one day where we got caught up into that traffic.
Now that was coming back. The caught up in the traffic was coming back from Panama City.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Panama City.
yeah. Because Alex had Katie May, and I kept giving him updates.
Yeah.
Like, we've moved an inch.
Yeah.
We've moved an inch.
The Golden Girl's like, you should have got off back there at that other exit. And I'm like, shut
What's
up.
it?
Trying to drive here.
Oh, yeah, I think it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and me and Golden Girl were like, that was crazy.
Well, these two girls, if they go to Costco, which is on the other side of town, they're gone for 7 hours. It's fantastic. But they take every back road all the way. They will not get on the interstate.
No, absolutely not.
Lou and I started taking the back road to go to Costco so we don't have to deal with the split.
I hate the split.
So
I hate
we take the back road
split.
Yeah.
I will go an hour out of my way to go around that split.
Well, it's getting a lot better now.
You say.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You say, not me.
All right, so we do have a Tuesday on the Island replay coming up next with B-Man and me show. I hadn't had one of those in a while, but right now it's time for us to get on out of here and let you get on with your day. We got to go cook some hot dogs.
That's right.
And jump in the pool.
Yeah.
And have some fun. Have a pool day, for God's sakes. And work like a dog out here yesterday. Make sure you check out Rick the Stick coming up at 5 o'clock this afternoon. And then all the shows here on Tiki Man Radio. Monday night, get on the Peace Train. We got Tropical Country on Wednesday. We got Coastal Confessions on Friday and Jukebox Saturday on Saturday. We'll be back here next week with another edition of Sunday Mornings with a Tiki Man. Have a great day, everybody.
See ya.
So long, my friends, farewell, goodbye. I'd love to stay and play and sing for a while, but it's time to hit the road. Say goodbye, so long, farewell, bye-bye. Andy!
Goodbye to my friends, I'm glad you were here. It's time for us to go and get another beer. I like to see your smiling faces again, so goodbye, my friends, bye-bye. Thank you for the open invitation, your kind of applause and adulation. But look at the time, oh Lord, we gotta fly. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye.
All right, kid.
Hey there now, friends, it's time to go. But we'll return and do another show.
That's right.
When we come back, drop in and say hi. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
Come on.
Give me a smile and a warm embrace. Pick up your coat and grab that old suitcase. I hear the whistle blowing down the track. Can't say for sure when we're coming back. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye. And now we're leaving with tears in our eyes. We'll be back soon, so don't you cry. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
Whoa. So long, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of Tiki Man Radio. Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Me Show coming up next, right here.